Good gravy, we are at it. Hello. Sean Baker jump scare. Hello. How's everybody doing today? I am currently without a cam because someone forgot to charge it last night. That someone would be me. And yeah, so here we are, camless. I am getting it charged right now. We'll have it up in a little bit, probably just in time for eggs is what we're hoping for. It is egg day. We have finally made it. It is time for glorious and delicious egg. I can't wait. I braved the depths of the lion diet to make it happen. And here we are. La 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 la. We got a lot of fun stuff today. We got a big announcement to go over for something coming up here in a couple months. A lot of fun stuff. We got some really good stuff to look at. We got some food stuff. We got some steak stuff. We got carnivore stuff. We got some world stuff. We got Hollywood news. We got a little bit of everything going on. The real question is, where do we start the whole shebang at? I think we'll get going with this Sean Baker take here and kind of get a read on what he's got going on. We'll get a read on what he's got going on here. Let's get the jams up out of this bad jammy.
The glyphosate, chemical herbicide, has made a lot of news recently because on one end you have historically Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of HHS, saying that this is a poison, it shouldn't be in the food supply. Several years ago he was saying that. And now we have our president, Donald Trump, saying that, glyphosate is really a national security interest. And in order for us to produce the amount of food we need to protect this chemical.
Good God, I can't see shit. Onshore. I need new glasses so bad. They're ordered. I'm just waiting for them to come in. I cannot wait for new spectacles. So it is beyond time for new spectacles.
Particularly within the MAHA movement, people that believe that glyphosate is a human poison. And this is kind of where it gets a little bit interesting because the International Association for Research on Cancer a few years ago named glyphosate as a carcinogen. Now, just to put a perspective there, the IARC also said that red meat was a class 2 carcinogen, and basically almost every compound they've ever tested throughout the history of time they've named as a carcinogen. So you have to...
It's essentially this day and age is kind of just pick what kind of cancer you want and roll with it.
Just sort of take that with a little bit of grain of salt. However, Monsanto, one of the manufacturers of this compound also, which is found in Roundup. Some of you guys may know it's active herbicidal ingredient in Roundup. They have agreed to pay, I think in a total something like $17 billion to...
17 billion, yo! I was hurt by Roundup.
That have come previously.
Never used it in my life, but there's some overspray from a landscaper. Caught me right in the giblets. I'm gonna take $1 billion of that 17 if you don't mind.
Well-tolerated compounds. It is less toxic than caffeine, according to them, in that it has no impact on human.
Actually, you know what? Since we got nobody in here yet, let's keep the jams going. We're going to keep the jams going, and we're going to do some editing in the meantime because I need to slowly catch up with my business here. La da da da, ba ba da da, ba ba da da. Fuck. Oh. La 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 la. So we got a video coming from my first cast iron pan. We're also going to do a cooking video tonight with my new cast iron pan. If you can't tell, I'm very, very happy about my new cast iron pan. It's my first one ever that I've actually owned. I know that's a sad and depressing thing to say, but now we have gotten one, and all of that is gone. Oh, we have, so much editing to do on this video, it's not even funny. How big? Ah, damn, this small screen is actual nightmare fuel to try and use. Okay. Ba-ba-da-doo. something I need to admit. I have not had a cast iron pan in probably a decade at this point. I know how shameful that is, but we're rectifying the situation now. This is the first cast iron that I have had in a very, very long time, so we're going to get this bad boy seasoned up. The only thing I have done so far is I brought it home and just gave it a little bit of a soft scrub with some soapy water. You want to get all that store dust, nasty, nasty stuff off of there. So we have a nice chunk of beef tallow we're going to use to season this thing. And again, this is the first time seasoning a pan in some time, so I don't know if I'm using the right amount or what we're doing here, but we're just... T-shirt, jeans, I don't fucking care. A little bit of that beef towel right in the middle here. Untouched one. Untouched, no stinky, no nothing. Nah, no stinking nothing. I know what you're talking about, fella. So we're just gonna... Damn, that was super tight. Where would that go? Tink, tink. Let's make sure all of these are linked. Right. Why are these not moving? Huh? Oh. Shit. Ooh, girl. Shook me like an electric eel. Baby girl, this transition is going to be awkward as fuck. I have not had a cast iron pan in probably a very awkward transition. I know how shameful that is, but we're rectifying the situation now. This is the first cast iron that I have had in a very, very long time, so we're going to get this bad boy seasoned up. The only thing I have done so far is I brought it home and just gave it a little bit of a soft scrub with some soapy water. You want to get all that store dust, nasty, nasty stuff off of there. So we have a nice chunk of beef tallow we're going to use to season this thing. And again, this is the first time seasoning a pan in some time, so I don't know if I'm using the right amount or what we're doing here, but we're just going to take this. So we're just going to put a little bit of that beef towel right in the middle here. I don't want to use a paper towel, so I'm going to use just a nice little lint-free.
Wifey's going to be working on them here in just a moment. Wifey's going to hand deliver them down to us.
All over the place.
I also managed to, I completely forgot to charge my goddamn webcam last night, so I am without a webcam. It's charging right now. I'm just giving it some time to get some juice on it. I will fire up the cam as soon as the eggs get down here. She'll probably start making them about 12:30 or so, another 15 minutes. But how's your day going? I'm having a fantastic morning. I got a nice little session in with my life coach at the weight loss clinic. I had a nice swim. I had a beautiful, beautiful steam sauna today. Absolutely lovely steam sauna. I got some amazing news last night. One tragic note on me being accountable and such to anyone in here. You guys know that I don't hide shit. I tell you every time I fail, every time I screw up. I absolutely failed my 72-hour fast. If you guys remember, anyone who was here Monday, I got very, very nauseous on stream. I actually thought I was going to have to stop stream for a minute to go throw up, but it didn't happen. It kind of leveled out, but that nauseous feeling really carried into Tuesday and carried into Monday, and then it was also carrying on yesterday as well. I absolutely did not feel right. It kind of just felt like my body was not wanting to fast right then. Body was just screaming, nah, I need some food. So yesterday I did end up having some ground beef. I didn't do a cheat meal or anything like that I need to admit to, but we absolutely did not make our 72-hour fast. We probably made about 50 hours on it. Last night I had neurovirus. I think I was going out with ends. Jesus. That doesn't sound much fun for anyone, dude. No one wants a virus. Dude, I dropped my goddamn glasses in the sauna today. I went right in a pool of water, dude. I was in the gym scrubbing my glasses in the fucking sink. I pray right now. I'm praying that nothing got on them. Hoping. Beth, what's going on? We're just doing a little editing here quick. I got a very tricky double cam video to work on right now. McCarthy! I'll just do a short one today. I don't want to blow my voice up. I don't want to blow my voice up. You sound like I'm underwater? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. How about now? Oh, wait, hold on. My gain is all the way up. My gain's all the way up. Let me... How about that? Let me know if that cleared things up at all. I think I had my gain super, super high. Yeah, I still hit 48 hours, Bucky. I couldn't finish the end. I think the grand total ended up being like 50 or something like that. Man, I was just not feeling it. Roger! Okay, so it was the gain. It absolutely was my gain. Let me know. I'm turning it down even more. Let me know if that's better. They put the gain knob right next to the volume one, so I just constantly... I constantly go to adjust my volume, and it does the gain instead. As most of you can tell, I do not have a cam right now because my genius ass decided not to charge it last night. So I got it charging up right now. Miss Nano, my lovely bride, is upstairs. She's going to be bringing some eggs down here in about 15 minutes or so. So I should have the cam up. Go more. Thought you were saying game. I have been having, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have been having massive audio issues with my PC. My mic input and everything else, I am having severe PC issues. I have troubleshot this thing so hard, and I truly cannot figure out what's going on. I think my PC is just, honestly, and she's tired. This PC's had a very, very busy life for the past 4 to 5 years. It has had just the whip cracked on it on a daily basis. So it's doing all right. How you doing, Roche? How was Majestic Portugal today? So we got our first cast iron pan yesterday, everybody. We got our first cast iron pan. So there's something I need to admit. I do gotta admit, I have not had a cast iron pan in probably a decade at this point. I know how shameful that is, but we're rectifying the situation now. This is the first cast iron that I have had in a very, very long time, so we're gonna get this much better. Okay, good. We got the only thing I have done so far is I brought it home and just gave it a little bit of a soft scrub with some soapy water. You want to get all that store dust, nasty stuff off of there. So we have a nice chunk of beef tallow we're going to use to season this thing. And again, this is the first time seasoning a pan in some time, so I don't know if I'm using the right amount. I'm so happy I have a cast iron again. So we're just going to put a little bit of that beef tallow right in the middle here. I don't want to use a paper towel, so I'm going to use just a nice little lint-free kitchen towel here. We are just going to spread this all over the place. Make sure we get a nice even coat everywhere. I need to bring that volume down just a little bit. That volume's super. Salt and oil, yeah, I don't want to use oil on it, dude. Tallow did a real good coat on there. Real good coat. Yeah, we got to trim some of that out. That tallow was like super cold in my truck. That tallow looks like really chunky and stuff. It wasn't melted all the way. It was kind of just, it was in my vehicle. It was very, very cold out yesterday. I'm probably going to end up editing this later. We have a lot of stuff to trim out of here. We absolutely got some mega bloopers. Everybody, you sound exactly like Guga. Oh, God, I'm picking up the Guga mannerisms. We do have some Guga to watch today. He did do another steak experiment, so I'm super excited to see that. We're going to edit here for just a minute. I'm probably not going to make you guys watch this whole edit. This edit is going to be extremely tedious because we're working with double cameras the whole time on this. It's going to be really difficult to line up and trim and edit, so I'm not going to sit here and edit this. This is going to take me like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, this is my first one, man. This is my first one. My parents always had one growing up, so I was kind of used to them and used to the routine seasoning them and stuff like that. But this is the first one I have ever owned, and we got it home last night. It got its first season. It's got its first bake in the oven to seal everything in, and we'll be using it tonight. I'm going to make a video tonight. We have been dry aging some New York strips. There you go, Reggie. There's the Guga getting instilled in me. I've actually been dry aging New York strips since yesterday, just with a salt bath in the fridge overnight. We're going to do a video tonight doing 2 New York strips in the new cast iron. We're going to do a little cooking video. Hopefully it turns out good. We'll see how it goes, but we'll get that out to you guys soon. We're going to do a whole little series on the cast iron. We'll get this out hopefully this afternoon, and then I'll go cook with it and have that one out later on. Absolutely having an awesome day. Again, I am fully admitting to everyone right now, I did fail my 72-hour fast. I couldn't make it. If you guys remember, anyone who was in stream Monday, I got super, super nauseous on stream Monday during my fast. I managed to maintain and contain everything for a little bit. I didn't throw up or vomit or anything, but that super, super nauseous feeling and weird head feeling and lightheadedness, that all persisted into Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday for the fast. And I decided just to call it yesterday. Wifey really just wanted me to eat. My body was 100% not feeling the fast. So I did last night. Noise. Yep. So we ended up not making our 72 hours on the fast. We didn't have bad food. I just had some ground beef yesterday. It's a super long fast. We still made it past the 48. So we're looking good. My body is in the middle of a guessing game right now. My scale is very largely up right now. For my weigh in this morning, I was very, very high. Just going that long into a fast when my body wasn't feeling it. Now we're going to reintroduce a bunch of food this week. I kind of have a feeling the scale is going to be up at the end of the week. We're going to see what happens. I'm trying to counteract that with a bunch of time at the gym today. I did get some bad news this morning. I went and saw my life coach. You have a life coach, health coach / kind of deal at the weight loss clinic, and he's been one of the bigger helps there. He's super, super awesome, and he helps with just maintaining the exercise routines and stuff like that, and keeping on top of diet and everything I'm doing. And I found out he actually got laid off, and today is the last time I'm going to be able to see him. I fast all day around 4 p.m., got to eat something. Yeah, that's generally how I do too, Bear. I usually fast 18 hours a day, then have like a 6-hour window I eat in. Again, we'll get the cam going. As soon as the eggs come down here, I'll fire up the webcam. I'm just trying to get some juice on it. I use a Galaxy Note 9 from like 2018. I bought that phone as a webcam right now. So charging it is like a 4-hour process. So even if I plug it in while I'm using it for a cam, it will usually die if it's under like 50%. So we'll turn it on when the eggs get down here and go as long as we can. I want to show you guys some of the bloopers from yesterday if I can find them. Man, we had some wild bloopers yesterday. Let me see if I can find these things. I think it was this one. Oh, it was in Discord, wasn't it? Hold on, let me dig up the Discord. It is egg day. It is indeed egg day. Hold on, let me find. We had some bloopers yesterday, guys, doing our shoots. Fuck. Come on, brain, we can do this. Me and the wife were having way too much fun yesterday.
You're going to drop it.
I'm not going to drop it.
If you drop it.
Dude, me and wife were having so much fun yesterday. We ended up absolutely free to ask. That sounds so dumb. Do you use the color grading menu in DaVinci? I'm starting to learn how, Rochi. I'm slowly starting to learn how to use that page. There's been some hamburger patties, smell fine, but it wasn't all perfectly red. Last time I had sickness like that, it was a hamburger too. I think be careful, Will. Hamburger, folks. Yeah, I always make sure cooking ground stuff that I cook it all the way through. Like my steaks and everything else, I like a nice medium rare, but ground stuff, I always make sure it's brown all the way through. Didn't eat very good last night. I made some bear chicken nuggets in the air fryer. I usually don't eat those. Yeah, it happens. I need to freeze my meals like you right away. I just don't like doing that because I feel it's fresher. Yeah, that's the one downside of freezing like that. But we've kind of gotten in the routine of just doing a bulk shop. It's so much easier for us. We head to the store at like 7 a.m. The restaurant supply store opens at 7 a.m. Aldi's opens at 8. Sam's opens at 9 a.m. We like getting there right when all of them open, doing our big shop when no one is there, and just bam. We leave at 7. We're back here by noon. We have everything done, and we come home with like 3 to 4 weeks worth of groceries. So it works out really, really good. But yeah, Rochi, this tab here, the Fusion page with all the color binds and stuff. This one, there's a lot of really crazy stuff you can do with this. A lot of really crazy stuff. This one as well. No, this is the Fusion page. This is Fusion, and this is all the color grading stuff. There is a tremendous amount of stuff you can do, but it's very, very complicated. It's very complicated. I'm slowly learning DaVinci as much as I can. Yeah. If you freeze raw meat, yeah, it keeps really good quality. You can definitely tell. There's definitely a difference between frozen and non-frozen. You can absolutely tell. Went to Sam's this morning. The gas lines were crazy. Yeah, we don't have, Sam's Club does not have a built-in gas station where I am. The BJ's does. And every time I see BJ's, the BJ's is like right next to my gym. So every morning I get to my gym super early and I look over and like each bay in the gas line has like 8 or 9 cars lined up. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I understand. I mean, the BJ's here sells gas for like 15 cents cheaper a gallon than anywhere else. But that's how they get you. Then you got the membership, then you're shopping there, buying a ton of stuff. I get why they do it. I absolutely get why they do it. But it's very tempting. We're gonna take a trip to BJ's here soon. I kind of want to see what their food and their meats are like because we're considering swapping from Sam's to BJ's. But Sam's is really good. We get a lot of stuff from there. Yeah, I'm gonna close this project out. This is just gonna be so much editing on this. Untitled 98. This should be the blooper one. Gas price here has gone up fast, dude. It hasn't done anything here. It hasn't budged at all. I mean, it was like, I think we've come down maybe 10 cents this year. We were like 310, 315. Now we're down to like 295. It really has not budged at all. Speaking of gas, I got a tale about some gas for you here in a little bit. I have some really big news. Costco, unfortunately, I do not have a Costco where I live. I think the closest Costco to me is like, I think last I looked, the closest Costco is like 70 or 80 mile drive. It is a very, very long drive for me. So, all right, let's look at, hold on. I got one more blooper here from yesterday. Me and the wife were just cracking up the whole day making videos yesterday.
Don't touch yourself with it. It's probably hot.
Not touching myself with it.
No, I have Sam's. They're talking Costco. Costco I don't have. All right, so we managed to get these to turn out perfect. No runs, no drips.
That sounds terrible. Ew. Why did I say that? Ew. Baby, ew.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ew. No runs or drips.
Everybody knows about Costco.
So these managed to end up absolutely perfect. No pooling.
You were thinking about drips.
All I was thinking was, don't say drip. Don't say drip.
Dude, we had so much fun yesterday. We had so much fun making videos. I literally have just an entire reel of bloopers right now. Because, oh yeah, the Costco guy. We're Costco guys. Costco is too far for me. I have Sam's and BJ's, though. Really never been able to BJ's. What's that?
I can't open it.
You can't open the tallow?
Thank you.
I'm a man. There's no more satisfying feeling when your wife needs you to open a jar for her. Very, very satisfying. Good for cooking and home defense. I know. I was like walking through Walmart with it, singing when I bought it. And like I was very menacing looking. Break into my house, you're going to get the Lodge Pan. You're going to get the Lodge Pan. So we are getting very, very close to eggs here. Very, very close to eggs. No, Bucky, dude, I couldn't find them. We actually went and asked one of the workers in the deli yesterday, dude, and they're completely out. People buy those things so fast that we scoured the entire meat section as a team of 2 yesterday, and they did not have a single one of them. They did not have a single one. Unfortunate. I every time I go to Sam's, I'm trying to get those. I am absolutely trying to get those things. And man, it's tough. It's tough. I also, another one, salmon.
I did not get salmon yesterday because between the restaurant supply store, Aldi's, and Sam's Club, we did all three yesterday, and between all three, every single piece of salmon I found was farm raised and not wild caught. And I absolutely want wild caught. So I'm going to have to go get some salmon next week. I think salmon we're doing like next Friday, so they have them here every time I went. Damn, you lucky dude. I need your Sam's Club luck, man. I have not found them once at mine. I have not found them once. When you clean the cast iron, don't use soap. For mine, I use salt as an abrasive and just thick cloth while the pan is still hot. Yeah. That's my plan, Rochi. That's my plan. Yep. Just a lint-free cloth and just either a little tallow or something like that and some salt. Aldi had Argentina wild shrimp last go around. Dude, what's up with your stuff being so much better than mine? Dude, my Aldi, the last few times I've gone to my Aldi, it's been like a very, very limited selection. I don't know what's going on with Aldi. And I know the manager at the Aldi I go to, it's one of my best friend's wives is the manager there, so I always got to give her the business. Where's all the good stuff? She's supposed to be my secret squirrel and call me when the good deals are there. All right, so we can put this back to the beginning. Sean Baker jump scare. Guys, I'm going to more than likely get to meet Sean Baker in 2 months. In 2 months, I'm probably going to get to meet Sean Baker, by the way. In 2 months, I'm probably going to meet Bella. In 2 months, I'm probably going to meet Carrie. I got some very interesting news for y'all. Very interesting news. We're going to save that for a little bit, though. Probably around 2 o'clock. I got a big announcement for you guys. Big announcement for you guys. We got some really, really cool stuff coming up. Nailed it, Bucky. You nailed it. We'll talk more on that in a little bit. Literally, one of the promoters got a hold of me directly, so we're gonna put that one out here pretty quick. I'll let you know, We'll wait till 2 o'clock, another hour and a half. We'll eat eggs, we'll do some React stuff here, and then we'll get 2 o'clock, we'll spread the good word. 2 o'clock, we'll spread the good word. Yeah, I will be going to the convention. We'll talk more on it. I literally got the page. You guys know because I got the page open right here. I got the page open right here. So, yeah. I am going to be going to Meat Stock, but we'll talk about it more in a little bit. No, nothing major yet. I haven't been added to the masthead or anything. I don't know specifically what I'm going to be doing there, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. 12:33. Let me see real quick before we watch this Sean Baker video. Let me see if my camera is up to snuff. We'll get some cam going here. All right, we're at 20%. This should last for a little while. I don't think my camera's going to last the whole stream today, unfortunately, but we'll get it going as long as we can. Excellent. All right, we should have clear cam picture. We do. Get my big old blankie out of the way here. I'm actually going to throw my blankie on. It's a bit chilly down here. Oh, wifey is making me 9 eggs right now. We're doing 9 eggs. We bought many eggs yesterday, but she bought a farm fresh dozen from the local farmer's market when we were there over the weekend. She snagged a big old dozen there, and she had 3 of them the other day, so I'm going to have the other 9 right now for my first egg meal, and I truly cannot wait. I had such a good morning, guys. I had a phenomenal gym trip today. Time to embrace the egg. I know it only took 90... Well, Sunday was 90 days, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It only took 93 days to get back to an egg. 93 days to get back to an egg. So I'm eating good today. I got eggs coming, and then we have dry aged New York strip in the fridge for tonight that we're going to do in the cast iron. And they are some beautiful looking steaks. Absolutely cannot wait. Time to embrace the might of the egg. Give me the egg. I hear her footsteps up there. I think the eggs are coming.
Get a nice 100-watt charger. They do better on old phones. Doesn't charge near 100 watts. My charge as fast as it used to. Yeah, I usually see the thing is I usually use my Samsung speed charger and it does fine. The problem is if I don't charge it, it eats through it so fast. Like if I have the phone on like 70 to 80%, it'll usually last all stream. And that's plugged in. I have it plugged in while it's being used as a cam. The battery's getting so old on that phone. Do you put anything on your eggs? Usually I do salt and pepper on my eggs, but I'm not reintroducing pepper yet, so it's just going to be salt today. Just a tiny little bit of salt on the egg. I love pepper on eggs, but pepper's not getting reintroduced till Friday. Friday we'll be having pepper, so it won't be a big deal on Friday. We're just doing pepper, and if pepper goes good, I get to start my ox bile extract, which I'm super excited about. Very curious to see how that's going to help with my digestion across the board. No gallbladder. I think it's going to help a ton. Help form things up, keep things more regular. Going to be really nice. That's the only reason I'm doing pepper so early and reintroducing foods is because my ox bile has black pepper in it. So I need to make sure I'm good for that. And then Sunday we do pork. Do you optimize battery option before you stream? Yeah, I have it set up for like pure battery life. I have all the settings set for just pure battery on it. All the power saving options turned on, everything else I can possibly do. It just dies. It's just old. It's an old phone. It's almost 8 years old. It's on the list. Probably the next time I do spend money on the channel and stream, it's going to be an actual webcam. I have this one. I have like my selfie stick that's like 6 feet up in the air looking down on me with the cam this way. I want to get like one actually like right here on top of this monitor. You guys can see the corner of the monitor right here. I want to get one like right here so I'll be a little closer to the camera too. You had the first version? Dude, I love the Note. I have I got the S25 Ultra now. This is actually bigger than the Note. This is bigger than my Note 9. I didn't think a phone would be bigger, but they discontinued them. They stopped making the Galaxy Notes, and I had the 9. I think it made it to the 10. There's a Note 10, and then there's like a Note X or something like that. I'm not sure. I think there was one after the 10, but then they just kind of faded it out. They just made the Galaxies the same size as the Note. They said, why do we have two separate lines when we just make everyone buy the Note anyway? But I'm the type of guy, I only get a new cell phone like every 5 to 6 years. You know what I mean? I am very careful. I buy very beefy cases for my phones because, well, I drop shit constantly. I constantly drop stuff and, yeah. Quite clumsy. I believe I hear eggs coming, everybody. I think the eggs are coming. It's time! You're good. You just hammer out. You won't be on camera. Oh, my God, everybody. Let's go. We have 9 scrambled eggs. Oh, my God. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, my God. Baby, these are perfect. Thank you. I love you. Oh. I have no zoom feature. Man, these are good. Yeah, just a little bit of salt, Bucky. Just a little bit of salt on them. Dude, I swear I could probably eat like 30 eggs right now. Wow. Wow. How did I go without this for so long? These are so good. My wife makes the best scrambled eggs too. They're solid, but just a little tiny bit runny still. Oh. Yeah, you and me both, Buck. You and me both. This plate's going to keep me held over till steak time. I've been starving this week, though. I've been super hungry this week. Oh, my God. These are so good.
Forgive me if I'm not talking much. I'm soaking this all in. Scale was not looking good today. Scale was not looking good today, Bucky. I'm not going to bullshit you. My body is playing a game of what the hell is going on right now. I'm retaining water. I've been swollen. I'm telling you, this long fast really messed me up. Really messed me up. Still in the 440s, but barely. Still in the 440s, but barely. We're more than likely going to be up this week. We're more than likely going to be up. With the fast and the water retention and now adding a whole bunch of new stuff back in, eggs and stuff, I'm not sure where we're going to end up on Friday. I'm going to the gym like crazy. I did the gym this morning. I have a nighttime exercise session coming up tonight. I got PT for my shoulders now, so I'm doing knees and shoulders every day. Oh my God, I could just eat eggs for the next month. I could literally eat these for the next month. 93 days. Yep, that's my hope. That's my hope. Hopefully we can maintain. If I just maintain this week and even stay below, if I stay below like 445, I'll be super happy with that. Might be up though. It might be up. We'll have to see what happens. I'm absolutely going to gym and sauna tomorrow. Do my other workouts tomorrow. I got PT Friday, so hopefully between the gym sessions and stuff, I can bring it down a little bit too, but we'll see what happens. All I know is I need to lose another 50 pounds by like May 2nd. We did 37 pounds in the first 2 months of 2026. I need to make that closer to 40 in the next 6 weeks, somewhere around there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. That's so good. I gotta clean the whole plate up on that one. I gotta get every little morsel of that. I seriously could eat another 10 eggs right now. Woo! Done and done. Man, that was good. Man, that was good. So we got 12:43. Okay, let's see. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's get me out of the way. Oh, we got some Tyler Oliveira. We'll save that for later. Oh, Sean Baker jump scare. We got some good Sydney Watson to look at. Let's start it off nice and light. We got some Guga here.
Things are about to get a little crazy on today's video. If you've never experienced hoisin sauce, you are missing out. But I'm doing something today with it that no one has ever tried. You see, I came across hoisin sauce when I was eating Vietnamese food. And if you've ever had pho, you know the perfect combination is to add a little bit of hoisin sauce. And if you pair it up with sriracha, it's even better. This sauce is addicting. It's sweet, salty, funky, and at least to me, it's the MSG of
Butter
Vietnam.
is next Tuesday.
Let me show you how you
next
can
Tuesday.
make this sauce at home, because there are many different varieties.
It was eggs today. It will be black pepper Friday. It's 2 days for each reintroduction. So butter's the way. Yeah, dude. I know. The eggs are going to be so much better when I can do them in butter. But we had eggs today. We got black pepper Friday. We have pork on Sunday. So I'll have breakfast on Sunday is going to be bacon and eggs. Actually, my parents invited me over. My parents are having a little mini celebration for me on Sunday for doing the 90 days. They're coming over and they're making steak omelets, so we're doing that. You could probably do that at a deficit like you were doing before. It would have been nice to see your muscle fat bone ratio. Any update on that? No, I'm still working with it. I saw my health coach today, and I literally have to call the doctor tomorrow to get things lined up for that. I need to do that and hopefully get in soon because I am so off schedule now. Usually my BIAs are every 45 days, and now this one is so out of whack. I'm going to have one, then my next one's going to be scheduled in like 25 days, so I'm all screwed up on these BIAs.
I really want it, though. I really want to know where my muscle mass is. Mini burgers? Yeah. My wife loves mini burgers. My wife makes mini burgers all the time. That's actually what she made us last night when I broke the fast. She just did like 4 little patties. I just needed something yesterday. I don't know what was up in my body. It was just screaming at me, though. Like, I don't want you to fast right now. Please stop fasting. But I ate last night, and now that I ate, now I feel fine again. All the nauseousness is gone. Nauseousness? Is that a word? Yeah, nauseousness.
Here's one important ingredient needed: black bean paste.
Usually, I
you should be able to find this in any Asian supermarket. Sure. Next, make yourself some cornstarch slurry, which is just water and cornstarch. Set that aside. After adding a generous amount of black bean paste into a bowl, add in some brown sugar, white pepper, garlic, roasted sesame oil, rice vinegar, and soy sauce. Now whisk that up real good and throw it into a wok to cook it. Now we want to cook it for a little bit, and we don't want it to boil, because then you add the cornstarch slurry, and as long as you don't bring anything to a boil, your hoisin sauce is done. It's that simple. Now if you take a look at the sauce, don't wonder why Vietnam call it the black sauce. This will go extremely well with many things. Pho is just one of them. But here's where I come in.
I'm gonna say it right now. That bowl he just showed, pho. This is
extremely well with many things. Pho is
that is a bowl of pho right there. That is some Vietnamese. I can say Vietnamese. I can't pronounce it, I swear. I hear you laughing at me up there. The wife is laughing upstairs at me. Vietnamese soup. Me and my wife have been obsessed with this soup for years. Pho is so good. Oh, but it is, Bear, I'm telling you, it's so good. It's so good. You put some of that hoisin on top of this soup, dude, it is so good. And you can make clarified butter. Yeah, Roshi, I always have ghee around. I always have clarified butter. Yep, I was using clarified butter on Lion. Ghee is completely allowed on Lion. So anytime I had a hankering for butter, I just do a little ghee with my steak, and it worked pretty good. But these soup bowls are out of this world good. Vietnamese? I don't even know what I was trying to say.
One of them. But here's where I come in. I got myself my favorite piece of meat. This is picanha, straight from Riverbank Ranch.
There's the Rochi cut right there. That's the Rochi cut.
Prime grade, and just a specimen of perfect
Vietnamese? Is that what I was saying?
beef. It does not get better than this. The next step is pretty simple.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fumble so hard at meat stock. They're gonna have me up on stage and I'm gonna screw up and just start fumbling my words.
With it. We don't want to leave any uncovered surface.
Sweet food with savory food pisses me off mostly. Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel like that. I like a little separation of church and state on that.
It's usually a finishing sauce, but I'm hoping that this works because I absolutely love this thing. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you do too. As once I was done,
let's go.
Into my refrigerator it goes. Now there's one thing that pairs up extremely well with hoisin sauce, and that would be this sriracha.
I was $4.49 on the dot this morning, $4.49. But that's coming off this weird fast that didn't go right. That was coming off of eating late last night, so we'll see. I'm going to shoot right back down again. Again, it's all just water retention, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it by weigh-in day. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens.
Every time I eat pho, I got to have both. It gives sweetness, tanginess, and spiciness, which at least to me is the perfect combination. So I am doing just that. As once it was combined with the hoisin sauce, I have a feeling this one is going to be even better. But I have no idea. Since hoisin sauce is quite strong, will it fight the sriracha? Is it going to be too overpowering, or am I onto something? As once this one was also ready, I'll be aging both of them in my refrigerator for a couple of months.
How you doing, man? How you holding up with everything?
Once the time was up, I took it out and take a look. This is the one without the sriracha. As you
Benny, you missed the eggs. We just finished the eggs.
You can clearly see the hoisin sauce did its job. However, the problem is since picanha is extremely thin, this one might have gone too far. I mean,
do I have a weight loss goal? I am shooting for 250 pounds is my ultimate goal. I know I carry a lot of weight, but underneath it, I am a very, very large man. I know the joke, you're not big boned, you're just fat. Well, it turns out I'm actually both. I am fat and I'm also very big boned. Shoulder to shoulder, I am wider than most standard door frames at the shoulders. I am a very, very big boy. I'm 6'4", so talking to my weight loss guys, my primary care doctor, my BIA scans showing my bones and stuff like that, bone, organ weight, water weight, all that stuff, it's highly, highly unlikely that I'm going to get under 250 pounds. It's very unlikely. That, like, at 250, I'm gonna be nice and tight. Oh, my last weight size, I'm pretty sure I got right here, but hold on, let me look back to my measurements here. My last waist was 63.5. 63.5, and then my hips are a 54. Which waist, my wife kind of goes like around wrists and ankles. My wrist size, I don't do wrists. I do forearms. I do forearms and calves. I don't do ankles and wrists. My forearms were both right around 15 inches. My calves, one is 22 and a half, one's a 24. There's a very, very big difference because I had a major, major surgery on the right leg. So there's always a huge, huge imbalance between the two. Here, I'll just go over all of them. My neck is 19.25. Calves we did. Shoulders, 64.25. My upper arms are 19 and a half each, and my thighs are 34. Those are all the measurements I take. But, funnily enough, we actually did just get, wifey just bought one of these for each of us. We have a brand new logbook. It's really, really good. It's got a ton of awesome stuff in it. Ton of stat tracking, daily exercise goals, what you ate, how much water you did. Very, very good tracking log. So we're going to be changing to this pretty quick. Actually, I'll be keeping the daily work one, but the actual stuff will move. Ordered some new car speakers, waiting for them to arrive. Already moved the old speakers, waiting. Yeah, dude, you get some nice thumpers or what? You get some of them big bass boys? Some of them big bass boys?
This thing is...
I had a buddy that had a pair of 10-inch subwoofers. 10-inch subwoofers in his trunk back out of high school, and oh my God, I couldn't even ride with him. He would bump the bass so loud in that car that like within 10 minutes I would just have like a massive, massive headache. I don't know how he drove around like that all the time. I too need some speakers, as a matter of fact. I need speakers for my desk because when I'm doing editing and not streaming and stuff like that, I'm so sick of wearing a headset or earbuds or worrying about batteries being charged. So I need a nice set of speakers.
There's soaking video I've done. It also feels extremely tender. Whoa. One thing that stands out the most for me is the smell, and that is wonderful. As you can clearly see after slicing, there's still plenty of pinkness inside, and the penetration did go in deep, which is a plus in my book. As you already know, I absolutely love hoisin sauce. I'm hoping that this is going to bring the umami flavor that I've always wanted on a picanha. But remember, we did another one.
Man's just got a way of talking about
the sriracha. Surprisingly enough, the results were pretty much the same. There's not much variation on smell or color. Like I said before, hoisin sauce is strong. I'm wondering if it's going to compete against the sriracha or it's going to pair up perfectly.
But it thins it out. It's like thinning out the top of my hair. It really does. That's why like 90% of the time you see me on stream, I have my hood up.
That has
I like wear my hood as a buffer
we are
between
really
the headphones and my
this
hair.
experiment is going to be worth for you to do it,
because it does. It makes the
to
top of my hair
season
like super thin and wispy, and it almost looks like I'm balding, even though I'm like the farthest thing from bald. It just makes it like super thin and wispy, especially when I put it back. So it's just that, and it's also the battery life. Again, it's a very old headset. It likes to die all the time. So just not having to plug it in and sit here and be wired in, and just when I'm editing or doing video ideas or stuff like that, I just want speakers and not have to wear anything. The earbuds too, I have a set of earbuds. I can't do those. Those start hurting my ears after like an hour and a half. I was using them for a few streams, but man, I can't do them for that long.
Real simple. A generous amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper. As now that they are ready, there's also one other thing that I love when I go to a Vietnamese restaurant, and that would be the spring rolls. And if you've ever had it, you know how good this is. Let me show you my take on it. Get yourself some of this rice vermicelli noodles. Go ahead and boil them. Once that's done, immediately transfer them to cold water and set it aside. Now go ahead and cook up yourself some protein. You can use anything you like, but since we are already eating beef,
so I want you can't use chicken. Earbuds. Make your chicken as flavorful. I don't know what it is with earbuds. They're so uncomfortable. I mean, you can probably get some high-end ones that are maybe a little more comfortable to have in, but like, dude, them little tiny ones, oh, I can't do it.
it's fine for like an hour, and then like it gives me just that plugged ear sensation too that I don't like. Yeah, I get an hour and a half at best. I'm like, oh my god, get these things off of me.
I'm just adding some Chinese sauce to make them even better. Once that's done, set that aside, because there's one thing you must do whenever you have this, and that would be the sauce. For that, into a pan I threw in some hoisin sauce, followed by some sambal, water, rice vinegar, and peanut butter. After you combine everything together, this sauce is simple and easy to make, but it will be packed with flavor. Now you just gotta put it together. Get yourself some rice paper, soak it in water, and you can stuff it with anything you like.
Dude, I swear I'm getting deaf. That's another reason, dude. I've been wearing these headphones playing video games for 10 years. My ears have been boxed in with loud shooting and video game noises in them for 10 years. I swear my hearing's getting worse every day. I am definitely going to be that old man that's just going, like every 2 seconds.
This is what I'll be using. I first started with some shrimp, followed by the veggies and noodles, closed the whole thing up, and I have a shrimp version. But then I went ahead and made one with chicken instead. The process is exactly the same. And if you've never had this, friends, do yourself a favor and make it. It's delicious, especially if you pair it up with the sauce. And I have a feeling this side dish is going to work perfectly with today's experiment. Just remember what these steaks went through, and I'm hoping that this is going to be one of the greatest experiments ever. As now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill, so let's do it.
Let's do it. I was going to say, where's the sous vide? Then I realized this is on the main channel. It's not sous vide everything. Can we even fit a Q-tip in there? Dude, I feel bad for you then. I feel bad for you, dude. Q-tips in the ears are so satisfying. I don't know why they are. I don't know why they are. It feels so right, though. It just feels so right. I also, you know, another problem with my hearing right now and my ears as general is I wear the CPAP machine to sleep because I have sleep apnea. And constantly, that thing is pushing so much air pressure in, it kind of just pulls out. Where's your grip machine and that other machine I haven't seen in a while? What? The gripper? Gripper's right here. The gripper's right here. Aw, we got the grip. We got the grip. I do these only on stream. This is set up on stream. Thank you for reminding me, though. I completely forgot. I'm supposed to do these Monday, Wednesday, Friday on stream. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What's the other one you're talking about? Oh, my Flex one? I do need to start using that one more. I do need to start using that one. I quit doing it. Yeah. The one I was like opening and closing on stream. I quit using that one because my shoulders were hurting a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's down here, though. I think it's right around the other side of the desk. Hold on. We'll keep Google playing. I'll go look.
Before moving forward, I want to thank today's sponsor.
Actually, you know what? You know what? It's perfect timing. It's time for my break anyway. I'm going to be gone for 2 minutes. I'm going to go find that machine to make sure I still know where it is. I'll get some jams going. I'll be back in 2 to 3 minutes.
Stranded in the spooky town, stoplights are swaying and the phone lines are down, floors crackling cold. She took my heart, I think she took my soul. With the moon I run, far from the carnage of the fiery sun. and it's come me closer. And it's come me closer.
Now you found it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God, I love that song. That is such a good jam. Bigger Machine. This one. This one. Oh my God, I haven't done this one in so long. Kings of Leon. Oh, absolutely, Kings of Leon. 3 times denser than normal. Have you ever had a broken bone, Benny? I have never broken a bone before. I have never broken a bone in my life. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Such a good song. I love Kings of Leon. I was supposed to go see Kings of Leon live in the Electric City. And the singer got a very, very bad flu, and they canceled the show, or they delayed it 2 weeks. But the problem was I lived in Texas at the time, and I was up here on vacation for it. So I had to lose my tickets, and I never had another chance to see them live again. Very, very depressing. I was so close to seeing them live. So close. The best live show I've ever seen was Muse, though. Muse was absolutely amazing.
Okay, guys, listen. to
Muse
this.
was amazing.
Right back to it. All right, everybody.
Ollie
Here
Pop
we
is
got our
going
beautiful
hard
steaks
on the
today. You guys,
advertising.
oh my God, it's hard to look at you. I'm bald, but you balder.
This is cold. This is really cold.
Listen, it's not about your bald head or mine. I think it's much better this way. It's more refreshing, especially in Florida. But we got some beautiful steaks.
Yeah, if I was
out
in
here.
Florida,
wanna
I would
know
not
your
have
true,
hair
honest
like this.
opinion.
I would not have hair
has
like
been
this in Florida.
requested to me like forever, and I finally made it.
Those crusts look amazing.
Doesn't it look phenomenal?
Yeah.
Like it's one of the most beautiful crusts I've ever seen on a steak. I'm excited to try it. Let's give it a go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Means it was your infant
They
bones.
serve
Gotcha,
one
gotcha,
steak
gotcha.
in heaven, and that would be
Picanha.
yes. That's the only steak that they're serving in heaven, everybody. And if you never had it, you should. Tell them, Pepezinho, as a Brazilian, what does that taste like?
It tastes like heaven. Listen, when it comes to controls, nothing beats a picanha control. I'm being honest.
Mr. Bonehead, tell me.
I think that steak is going right to my mind, bro. This tastes delicious, man. That's hitting different, tastes very good, perfectly seasoned, and that crust on it, Google, you did a bang-up job. Very good crust on that steak.
Thank you. Absolutely delicious, fantastic. It's my favorite cut of beef. But we're gonna go on to the next one, okay? I'm super excited about this experiment, all right? So I wanna know your true, honest opinion.
Poison
Just be
steak.
honest.
The black steak experiment.
That's correct. It is a little bit of different color. If you smell it, you're gonna immediately look. Just smell this thing. It's amazing.
Actually,
Oh
it
my
smells
God.
so good.
All right, let's give it a try. Give me
perfectly
your honest
cooked that,
opinion.
too.
It smells so good, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that is incredible. That tastes so good.
That is very tasty. At first, visually, I thought you burned the steaks.
Yeah.
But no, they're still tender and moist on the inside. The crust is very, very flavorful, and
crust
I'm
is
getting like
wild.
a savory, added saltiness with a hint of sweetness at the end. This is very nice, and I think pairs up perfectly with beef flavor.
This is delicious. All that beefy flavor is still there, and then you get all that beautiful marinade penetration, whatever you did, on top of it. It's like the perfect dance on your tongue.
It's savory, salty, and all combined at once, everybody. And you still have the remaining beef flavor. This is an incredible way of producing an incredible piece of meat. I hope you try this one, everybody. If there's ever an experiment I told you to try, it's this one. But then we got another
I'm
one.
curious. These are my first
Which
dry aged steaks
this
that I'm
one
doing tonight.
is
I
a
can't
copy
wait
of
to
this
try
one
these
with
things
something
out.
else. But before we try that one, I got a side dish to make it healthy. I also made an incredible sauce that goes along with it. All right, let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. This is so tasty. That
those look
sauce is
so
very,
good.
very nice. I can taste a little bit of peanut butter in it. I freaking love peanut butter, so that's right up my alley. This wrapping is so soft. I like the crunch of the vegetables inside. This is really good, but that sauce really brings everything home.
Everything in this is amazing. That sauce pairs up perfectly with it, but yeah, it's very peanutty. But that's not a bad thing in this case. This is great.
I don't
The
know,
best
I
thing for
can't
me
do
is
nuts.
that
I
it
can't do
brought
nuts. I'm not
the
a nut man. I'm a
beefiness down
sausage
so you
man.
can
Don't
have
get me
more
wrong.
beef.
I'm absolutely a
Because now
sausage man,
we're
but
gonna
nuts,
jump to the
not
next
for
one.
me.
Let me know your honest opinion. It should taste similar to the previous one, but with a little bit of something else. Let me know if you like it or not.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, I like it.
It's not too different from the last one, but the beefiness stands out a lot more in this one. Whatever you added to it kind of toned down the last flavor.
Yes.
I don't mind it. It's fantastic.
I agree with Fefe. It's similar to the previous one. However, I noticed the sweetness is toned down on this one. And I actually
Isn't it incredible that you're saying that and you like the sweetness on the steak? Because normally we would say we don't like the sweetness, but this sweetness, that sweetness is so good.
But it's just a hint of sweetness. It's not overpowering. It doesn't take the stage away from the beef and that savoriness. It's just a little extra. And I like that slight contrast between the savory and
Actually, I'm
sweet.
starting to
I can't
develop a
believe I'm saying
muscle
it,
like
but
right
I like
here,
the second
like right
steak.
back
Second
from my
steak,
wrist a
what is
little
it?
bit.
I'm gonna go with that
It's
second
actually
steak
starting to
too,
be like
yeah.
a visible
Me as
muscle
well,
there. It's kinda
everybody.
cool.
I like
It's
the
kinda
second
cool. It's the
one
first one on my
slightly
body.
more. By the way, I actually used hoisin. It is one of my favorite things to eat whenever I eat pho, right?
Pho,
Now, this
dude, I
one
love
is
pho.
hoisin
I
and
love
sriracha.
pho.
That's the
Oh.
only difference. You can barely taste the
Phenomenal.
sriracha. The hoisin is too powerful, everybody.
No,
I don't feel any
pho.
spiciness. You
No,
do.
no.
This was one of those experiments that will be memorable because
Very, very
it
good.
was
Very, very good. All right, what do we got to look at here? Sean Baker jump scare. Let's try this. This one looks like a little hostile. It looks like a very, very angry vegan lad here started some business with Homestead. So let's see how this went.
Leave the animals alone!
Oh my God.
Excuse us, ladies and gentlemen, if we could have your attention for just a moment, please. What you are about to witness is a peaceful protest.
Vegan. V-E-G-A-N. It's 5 letters. Go vegan!
And I want you to think about the animals who are being abused and tortured and murdered.
Is that Jeff Epstein?
My daughter Emma was vegan for nearly 5 years. Why did she do this? Because she wanted to save the animals. Why? Because she's got a huge
The version has a
heart.
counter on
At
it? No, it
age
doesn't.
11,
No, it doesn't.
she watched a
It's
movie
got adjustable,
that frankly
tension,
messed
that's
with
it,
her
though.
brain. It had a cute, humanized creature in the movie, and she had a huge heart, and she watched it.
Yep, it's adjustable
And it turns
tension,
out
but there's
that
no
entire
actual
movie,
counter on it. It's
and
just
there's
got a
many
spin
like
knob
this
on
out
it.
there.
You can adjust it
was
from
vegan propaganda.
10 kilo all the way up to 60
It was
60
specifically
kilo.
designed to exploit people.
If you really
Yeah, dude, that guy at the table
want to
looks just
kill
like Epstein.
the most things,
Ted
Be a
Nugent
vegan.
jump scare.
It not just kills them, it slowly poisons them. It's absolutely horrible for animals, the environment, the soil, the earth. What veganism did to my daughter's health is crazy. And we're gonna talk about that in today's video.
Whoa.
Quick disclosure, today's video is about exposing vegans and their hypocrisy. I do wanna say though, I have a big place in my heart for vegans. My daughter Emma was vegan for many years. My wife was vegetarian. I believe most people that are doing veganism or are vegetarian, they're doing it because they have big hearts, because they're
Yeah, I got nothing against vegans, but when vegans get extremely hostile, man, like, dude, I haven't had that yet. I have not had one of the meat is murder people yet. I haven't had that in the comments yet. I'm very surprised, but I imagine it's coming before
good
too long.
people. So this video isn't an attempt to bully good people. This video
I
is
want
an
more
attempt to
eggs.
share the truth. The truth can sometimes be harsh,
I'm probably
but the
gonna have
truth
2 more runny
matters.
eggs,
Our
2 more runny
actions
eggs
matter.
with
We sat
my
down,
dinner
we
tonight
watched
with
this
the
movie
steak.
on
Oh.
Netflix as a family. We thought it was just an innocent animal movie. They capture your heart. They show you adorable animals with human emotions. They create relationships with humans in the film.
That's exactly it, Beth. It's like, damn, you want to eat full vegetarian, full vegan, and that's what works for you, and that's what makes your body feel the best. More power to you, but don't go on. That's like me running into a grocery store and like throwing all the lettuce on the ground, saying lettuce is murder. You all have to eat meat or you're savages. Like, dude, like I don't understand the reasoning. I don't understand the reasoning. I truly don't. More power to you. If you're eating whole foods and it's vegetarian, vegan, absolutely, man. If that's what works for you, absolutely. More power to you.
But that's you. Leave everyone else out.
Fall in love with them. Adults fall in love with them. And then comes the ideology. Then comes the guilt. Then comes the conversion. And it works. And they're specifically targeting children for this. But it's not just kids, it's adults too. Here's the thing. The bigger your heart is, the easier they are to manipulate you with these films.
Yep.
Emma went vegan that day. Age 11, almost immediately.
I became vegan because I watched a movie about animal cruelty in the meat industry, and it was the saddest movie ever. I remember I was crying, and I said, I'm never, ever going to eat meat again. And so I became vegetarian for a few months, and then I went full vegan.
You've heard the jokes. How do you know if someone's vegan? Don't worry, they will tell you over and over and over again. That's not just a joke, that is a pattern. The constant.
Well, the wild thing is, if you want to think in overall terms of what kills more animals, veganism and vegetarianism kills far more animals than being a carnivore. And that's the side of the story they don't like. Industrialized farming, do you know how much that kills? How many natural environments for animals that takes away? Clearing the land, clearing the trees. Dude, look at the Amazon. Look what's going on in the Amazon rainforest. How much displacement of animals, moles, voles, shrews, rats, stuff like that. I mean, small mammal life, insects, snakes, all of that stuff is just decimated by industrial farming. So thinking that veganism is saving the animals, you are actually far killing more animals. Just because they're not the big cuddly ones, you don't care. Just going to throw that out there. Think it's to ramp up chemicals towards predators? Yeah, absolutely, Buck. I've seen some research on that.
Of humane meat, and the world is eating it up. But we are here today to tell a different
goes to very
story.
soil too. Yeah, absolutely,
the moral
buddy. Absolutely.
superiority, the look at my compassion. It's virtue signaling. Social media posts. Look at how good I am for eating plants and not eating animals.
If you really want to kill the most
Here it is.
things,
Here's the Ted Nugent speech that was just in my head. This is the Ted Nugent speech that was in my head.
be a
Listen to
vegan.
this.
Because the farmers who protect your beans kill everything. I kill one animal per arrow. In order to grow tofu, you have to kill every ground squirrel, every vole, every shrew, every snake, every turtle, every frog, every bird, every rabbit, anything that gets in that bean field, I'm either going to plow and dismember, which is why the crows and the seagulls follow the combines every year. And then if anything does survive my first slaughter, I'm going to come in with Monsanto and poison the shit out of everything so you can have a tofu salad and not be responsible for any death.
The vegan movement isn't about practicing compassion. It has nothing to do with practicing compassion. It has everything to do with performing compassion. And that's a huge distinction. Because once you see what I'm talking about here, you can't unsee it. It's about being seen as being compassionate, not actually being compassionate.
Virtue signaling, one of the biggest problems in the world today. It doesn't care. It applies to everything. Virtue signaling. Oh, I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it.
Am I actually helping animals to, am I at least showing everyone that I care about animals? That's when compassion becomes theater. It's like a movie. The vegan diet is full of death and destruction and suffering.
And whether you love or hate insects, they're a very large part of the food chain.
My skin started right out. It got worse and worse. I had acne all over my whole entire face and back. I felt so ugly. It made me feel so self-conscious. I hated how I looked. I'd wake up hours before school to layer on makeup to try to make myself feel pretty.
Nobody sees the death. Nobody sees these animals that are horribly tortured by pesticide poisoning. So it doesn't hurt the image.
Millions of animals die and suffer awful, horrible deaths from pesticide poisoning and farming equipment. It's actually horrible. And so when I learned this, it broke my heart.
Let me paint a real picture of what it takes to feed a vegan or someone that's vegetarian. The compassionate vegan diet kills multitudes more animals than the carnivore diet ever.
Roughly 7.3 billion field animals.
While also destroying our soil, destroying our water, tearing up our environment, destroying entire ecosystems to grow the colorful vegetables so the vegans can eat every color of the rainbow. Requires millions of tons of chemicals and pesticides, killing everything that moves. herbicides, killing everything that grows. And these aren't quick deaths like the bird just dies. This is a slow, torturous, poison to death suffering. It's horrifying. Then you have the chemical runoff into the rivers and the streams and the waterways, poisoning fish, frogs.
Bambi don't feel nothing when the 30-06 hits, baby.
All the aquatic life. Massive
Quick and easy.
habitat destruction. Look at my carnivore family. We eat beef. Picture this, one cow naturally grazing in a grass field, living the way nature intended for thousands of years. Where I am so fortunate and blessed, down the road from me, I get my grass-fed beef. Peaceful, healthy, free, no chemicals. This is just straight up grass. No plows tearing through ecosystems, no pesticides poisoning millions, no mass torture deaths of 60 million plus birds. Let that contrast sink in.
And every single plant that you eat is going to be tilled into the ground in some capacity. So you're going to kill everything.
If you want to kill the most things, become a vegan. Well, what about the lives of the ground nesting birds, fawns?
Yeah.
What about the lives of rodents, insects? All those things are getting demolished.
Quick interruption. If you're enjoying today's video, I'm talking about my daughter, Emma. Emma started this company. Two of them, two products we have. CompassionateCarnivore.store. Link in the description below. You can get the... Now back to today's video. Here's what kills me about this whole thing. While Emma was saving animals with her vegan diet, her body was falling apart. After 5 years of suffering, Emma made a choice. She chose truth over theater.
Do you like it? So good. Actually? No, she's joking. It's so good. Really? I feel like you're joking. Really? It's so good. Oh, shoot, I almost ate the whole thing.
She's experiencing the joy of egg, a joy I just received myself. My goodness, I cannot explain how divine those eggs were, by the way. They were so
Oh, off? Are you okay?
She chose reality over performance. She chose to practice compassion instead of perform it. She dug deeper and she started learning all of the horrible death and destruction as a result of the vegan diet. She realized, my hands aren't clean. I thought my hands were clean. Eating this way, it's actually much worse. Her energy returned. Her depression lifted. Her hormones balanced. She's no longer depressed. She's full of energy. She doesn't go to bed at 5 o'clock. She can hardly fall asleep at night. Here's a truth. The food chain is unbreakable. Animals will die so you can live. That is nature. That is reality. That is harsh, but that is true. That is how life works. The question isn't if animals die. The question is how many die. What is the least destruction we can do? What is the most compassionate way we can live? Carnivores practice compassion quietly. We cause minimal death. It heals the land. And why does all of this work if you really take a big step back? It's natural. We're doing what is most natural. A cow grazing in a field is natural, and that cow is eating its naturally intended diet. It doesn't need propaganda films with cute characters. It doesn't need constant social media announcements. It doesn't need an audience. It doesn't need manipulation. It just needs to be true. Emma's story has a happy ending. She's absolutely thriving now.
A few weeks into carnivore, I became so energetic. I had so much energy. I was going for runs, walks, working out. Right here, I did banded pull-ups.
Happy, healthy, strong, energetic, sharing the good word for others. So I hope this video helped you. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and let us know down in the comments below.
Angry vegans. Angry vegans. All right, we saw Guga. We're going to save that. We're going to save that. We can probably get through this Sean Baker one here. Yay, man. So we'll get through this
recently, glyphosate, the chemical herbicide, has made a lot of news recently because on one end you have historically Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of HHS, saying that this is a poison, it shouldn't be in the food supply. Several years ago he was saying that. And now we have our president, Donald Trump, saying that, glyphosate is really a national security interest. And in order for us to produce
Sean Baker jump scare.
We need to protect this.
Dude, I'm so
chemical
pumped to meet him, man. I'm so pumped to meet him.
Onshore. As of now, a lot of it apparently is produced overseas. So he wants to bring it here, protect it, and say it's vital to U.S. interests.
Dude, so you know what I need to do? I need to convince him while I'm there that it's me and him eating a steak together, watching me, watching him, watching me, watching... Dude, that would be so funny.
Particularly within the Maha movement, people that believe that glyphosate is a human poison. And this is kind of where it gets a little bit interesting, because the International Association for Research on Cancer a few years ago named glyphosate
Pick your
as
cancer
a
at this point.
carcinogen.
Everything's a carcinogen.
Now,
there's a test showing that anything
the
is a
IARC
carcinogen.
also
Pick
said
which
that
cancer
red
you
meat
want at
was
this
a class 2 carcinogen, and basically almost every compound they've ever tested throughout the history of time, they've named as a carcinogen. So you have to sort of take that with a little bit of grain of salt. However, Monsanto, one of the manufacturers of this compound also, which is found in Roundup, some of you guys may know it's active herbicidal ingredient in Roundup, they have agreed to pay, I think in a total something like $17 billion to cover any kind of cancer claims that have come previously and perhaps in the future. Obviously, the people that produce it, a lot of the farmers, a lot of the people in ag science say glyphosate is one of the most well-tolerated compounds. It is less toxic than caffeine, according to them, in that it has no impact on human beings, or no significant impact on human beings, even though these lawsuits have been filed, even though the IRC has declared it as a carcinogen. So it's kind of a little bit,
kitchen,
who do you
Everyone
trust?
has such nice kitchens that makes
accurate?
videos. I feel like my
Probably there's
kitchen is so lacking when I see
something in the middle,
all the
perhaps.
videos all these
But
other guys make.
the reality is, it's not
My
going away
kitchen's not
anytime
lacking.
soon.
It's just my kitchen
even
is
if,
such a weird
we were to
layout.
say
It's
this
a
is
very,
a
very
poison
weird
and it's
layout.
harming us, and we wanted to pull it out of the food supply tomorrow and cut it off, our agricultural system would completely collapse. I mean, that is the economic and the reality of the matter. Now, could we get away from that? And people talk about laser herbicides, where they have these giant robot laser machines that go in there and can identify weeds and zap them. And is that cost prohibitive? Is it scalable? Perhaps in the future it might be.
I'll bet you
For
that's
the short
getting
term,
a lot more
I think we are
prevalent. Stuff like that's
likely
going to
to be
become
stuck
far
with
more
glyphosate
accessible.
for a period
Far
of time. Now,
more
some people say,
accessible.
well, glyphosate is banned in Europe. It's actually not. It's actually not banned in Europe. There are some restrictions on its usages. And one of the interesting things in the United States is that one of the major indications for glyphosate, which again is an herbicide, which kills weeds, is also a desiccant. So it dries things out. So it's sprayed heavily on wheat right after it's been harvested. So what it does is allows that wheat to dry much more quickly, so they can get it to market. And it saves, I guess, a little bit of cost on the wheat production. Now, let's just say that your belief is that glyphosate is something you'd like to avoid, which I think is it's certainly reasonable. It's hard to do, but it's not it's not something you could do. First of all, glyphosate tends to be lower in organic produce. Is it completely gone? Probably not. If we look at for instance, obviously I've been promoting an animal-based, meat-based diet for many, many years now, and this is one area where animal-based diets tend to shine. If we look at the different dietary patterns that are out there, well, let me just say this: the foods that have the most glyphosate on it, are things like wheat, are things like oats, are things like soy products, other grains, and legumes. And these are all heavily promoted.
All the stuff that I'll probably never eat again.
Particularly things like legumes. This is their source of protein. So this would be, beans and peanuts and things like that. So these products have, amounts that are.
Oh, we need to go look at the Skeleton Crew has a new video up. We haven't looked at the Skeleton Crew in a while, see how they're doing.
Orders and orders of magnitude beyond what you would find in most animal products. In fact, if we say, here's a comparison between soy and beef. And,
don't think I'll be eating them either? Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. How you like your carnivore, man? You starting to get the hang a little bit? Dude, I'm telling you, once you're in,
small amount.
Once you're in, it's hard to want anything else.
Conventionally raised beef that is eating.
I'm so pumped. I am so happy that I can eat stuff again, dude.
So, in this day
I don't think you guys realize
USD.
truly how happy I am to be off of lion diet. I've wanted off of lion diet since day 60. But I maintained and we did it. But man, I am so happy to be done. I am so happy to be done.
This is their data that they published on these things. Now, whether you want to believe them or not, I don't know. I mean, that's where the data comes from. If you were to, say, want to eliminate glyphosate from your diet.
Working out fats to get the line? Yeah, for sure. So you haven't started lying yet, or are you still working towards it?
Is that the reason why so many people feel better on a carnivore diet?
Lion was rough.
I kind of doubt it, to be
Lion
honest.
was rough. I had to keep telling myself it was okay the whole time on Lion, but
downplay
man,
it
I
and say
just...
it has no effect. Now,
never again. I will do
what
Lion
most
again.
people
I will never do
say
90
is,
days
if you're
again.
consuming glyphosate residues, let's say you
I
have
might
a
do,
heavy
maybe
diet,
this fall I'll do like
people
another
say,
30
makes
days
me
or something,
feel
but
good.
man,
You're
I
eating,
don't
grand
think
parts per
I'm
billion,
doing
but
90
but
ever,
a
ever
fairly
again.
decent amount, and you're consuming that over and over.
That was
and
too
over
much.
and
I
day
proved
after
to
day
myself
after
I
day.
can do it. I
It's
did what I
not
set
going
out
to have
to
an
do. Haven't started
impact
lying yet.
on
Yeah,
your
it takes
mammalian
it takes some
systems
time to get
in
into it.
we lack
It's a
some of
very
the
big
metabolic
change.
machinery to be affected by this. What it potentially will impact is our microbiome, and we know that these residues can impact the microbiome. Now, the question is, in what amounts? And a lot of people that are critical of this line of thinking say, well, the amounts are so insignificant that it's not going to have an impact. But I don't know that they've had, and I'm pretty sure they have not had long-term studies on humans looking at human microbiomes over a period of time and seeing how it relates to, say, things like autoimmunity and some of these other things. So it is possible that, avoiding glyphosate in the form of things like wheat and corn and soy and gluten and things like that, oats, would be beneficial to many people, and many people feel better about that. Of course, it could be the carbohydrate content for some people. It could be some of the other proteins in the actual foods themselves.
Get a deer for lion diet? Yeah, Veni's good. Here's my problem with venison. I had venison several times throughout lion diet. My dad bagged 2 really big doe this year, so he always had venison every time I went over to see him. The only problem with venison is it's so lean. It's so lean. It's really hard to hit your fat numbers, but it's so good, and it will give you some of that diversity you're looking for. Definitely do some Veni. You just got to watch your fats. Just then the days you do Veni, go like a little heavier on like 73-27 beef or something to keep your fat up. Or add tallow to it. Make sure you do it in tallow. Yeah, they're super lean. Bambi is super lean.
Issues around gluten. So
things are just pure muscle, man. They're out there just running for their lives 24/7.
I don't think, because it's so mixed on both sides. I personally am not super worried about glyphosate in my particular diet, but again, I don't eat it much of that stuff anyway because I'm eating a carnivore diet. But I'm not sure that it's a big issue that people make it out to be. However, certainly I could be wrong. Won't be the first time I've been wrong, and time will tell, and we will see what happens here. I'll just say this: if we can get away from that, spraying massive amounts of herbicides on foods, it probably would be a good thing. And maybe some of these other technologies, maybe have robot-assisted herbicidal lasers that kind of walk up and down the fields. Right now, I think it's probably cost prohibitive, but obviously, like most things, costs come down with time, and maybe we'll see that. So for the time being, if you want to avoid glyphosate in your food, at the very least,
just trying to add diversity,
minimize it or limit it with organic products.
Iowa corn-fed fall jumbo bucks, they fatten them boys right up there.
Produce and so on and so forth. If you
bison's good. Bison's another good way to go. Elk is really good, but it's the same thing with both of those as well. They're both really lean animals. Really lean animals. You would think bison wouldn't be, but it is a really lean meat. Bison's really lean. Bison's so
good. Probably in the best position to reduce that. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Y'all take care. Are you on Trump's side? Are you on RFK's side? Are you in the middle, kind of like I am? Let me know what you guys think. And thanks for watching, guys. Also, check out Rivera.com, guys. We are kicking butt. We are reversing disease. We are saving lives. We are doing what medicine should be doing.
All right, that was our Sean Baker for the day. I really want to watch this. This is Sydney Watson. This is a breakdown of how Ricky Gervais kind of was calling out the entire situation with Hollywood and Epstein and all that stuff for a very, very long time. Let's take a look at this one, and as soon as we're done with this video, we will have big news from me.
Are you to think that you deserve to go through life with no one ever saying anything that you don't agree with or like? That's the thing about offence, isn't it? When people say they're offended, it's that just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right.
I feel like this used to be common knowledge. When did this stop being common knowledge?
Sydney's great.
Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. Now get on my bus, baby birds, because we are taking a field trip out of hell to go and see things that don't make me want to throw myself into the sea. I am positive some of you are shocked and appalled to learn that I don't hate everything. I know, it's crazy. I do like some things. Sometimes. It's pretty obvious that I spend a lot of time on this channel bashing celebrities and actors and actresses for all sorts of reasons that I think are pretty legitimate. But today I want to talk about somebody that I actually like, that being British comedian Ricky Gervais. whose name I have been mispronouncing all this time. Who would have thought? If he were only known for being the creator of The Office, a British show that would become a legendary sitcom in the United States, that would be enough for him to be loved, but Gervais is so much more. He's not only written, produced, and acted in several other shows and films, along with a very successful stand-up career, but he's also a reasonably unassuming sort of guy, one who has risen to monumental heights just by not really caring what anyone else thinks of him. I love a man who calls it like it is. And in a day and age where everyone cares deeply about the opinions of others, Ricky Gervais' attitude is sort of inspiring. But although his personality and his impact on the entertainment space is so very obvious and undeniable, that's not even what Ricky Gervais is ultimately known for. No, our boy Ricky is best known for ripping back the veil on the hypocrisy of Hollywood, cancel culture, and basically not giving a single solitary capital F if people like him or not. And I think that's sort of what makes him so beloved.
I don't care anymore. I'm joking. I never did.
I think what makes Ricky Gervais so important in a cultural sense is the fact that he has risen basically to the top of Hollywood. He's like right up there. And he is effectively governed by nothing and no one, which probably makes him quite scary to these people. It also uniquely positions him to be able to call out those around him while also simultaneously being completely uncancelable. Hello children, editing Sydney from the future here. I think I was trying to say uncancelable in this moment because uncancelable, or whatever the heck I just said, is obviously not a word. I don't know why language eluded me in this moment, but that's what I meant. So just wanted to clarify. Let's continue. And he knows it.
Do you think you'll never be cancelled then because you'll never sign up to the rules of being cancelled?
That's right.
To be cancelled, you have to almost consent to rules that aren't tangible.
That's exactly right. We've got to work for someone who can cancel you, you know, because I don't know what me being cancelled is. You know, what I'm not invited where? Where am I not invited? You know, it's like, I don't know. I think you've got to actually do something criminal to actually be cancelled.
For the longest time, it's kind of hard to pin down how long this has been happening, but I'm going to say that for at least the last decade, he has repeatedly highlighted how the current oversensitivity to everything threatens not only comedy's core freedom to provoke and offend, but also our general social cohesion. And he's one of the only people in Hollywood actually prepared to call a spade, except Bill Maher in a lot of ways, weirdly enough. He can stay too. I think one of my favorite groups of people are these disaffected liberal types that have a lot of ordinarily left-wing opinions, but they're just so sick of their own ilk that they want to distance themselves as much as possible, and they spend all their time being like, are you guys okay? No, Bill. No, Ricky. No, they're not. Now, Gervais is, for all intents and purposes, a member of the Hollywood elite himself. He is one of the most popular creators and comedians. He wins awards and hosts award shows and rubs elbows with the pretty people on the reg. I mean, the guy just recently got his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and if that doesn't say that Hollywood begrudgingly accepts him, I don't know what will. Yet, if Hollywood were a high school, and it sometimes behaves like one, I don't know why I'm saying sometimes, it mostly behaves like one. Gervais is the angry guy smoking cigarettes under the bleachers because he's beyond annoyed with the ridiculousness of his classmates. And so, on so many different occasions over the years, Gervais has called out his peers for their elitist and ignorant behavior. And he's been telling them to shut up and warning the rest of us not to listen to them for years. Because, as you guys may have noticed, particularly in the last little while, we have celebrities coming out of the woodwork to tell us all of their very nuanced political opinions on all sorts of issues. Because apparently we are asking them for this. Who is asking them for this?
This is time for a revolution. It's time for it, and they don't even know that's what they're starting. You know, some very rich old white men are exerting their power to suppress our own people.
So this is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today. I know I'm one of them.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Oh, really? Anything else? What's that you say? This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Nobody wants to be spied on while they're browsing.
Nice
For these
transition.
people was the 2020 Golden Globe speech, where he rightly called out the insane hypocrisy of the people in the room, commenting on how they preach one thing while employing sweatshops and working with companies with no ethical standards. He ultimately ended his monologue with the following statement.
If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award.
If you guys
your
have never
agent
seen
and your
that
God,
whole
and
clip,
fuck
it's
off,
so worth
okay?
watching.
It's so
worth
funny
watching.
because the energy and the vibe of this monologue is so different to the ones that he'd done in years gone by, because if you guys can remember, if you can cast your minds back, 2020 was really when the wokeness and the progressivism was just strangling culture. It was so ingrained in culture. And I feel like Ricky Gervais is all of us here just being like, I need you guys to shut up. In this moment, we are all Ricky Gervais. It makes me feel physically ill to think about the fact that 2020 was 6 years ago. I feel like
I knew it. I knew it, but saying it out loud does not help the situation. Do y'all feel like life just went into fast forward since COVID? I feel like since 2020, everything just went into full fast forward mode. I honestly feel like the last 6 years of my life are just a blur. I don't know where they went. I couldn't tell you half of what happened. And yeah, I hope it slows down soon, but I don't think it's gonna. I really don't think it's gonna.
like a bunch of years just got deleted from my memory. How are we here right now? This was a moment that broke the internet because Gervais was articulating many of the things that regular people think on a daily basis. But more than that, he was confirming it out loud in 4K. And every single time since a celebrity has given a political speech, this Gervais clip is almost always brought up in response, because it's as true now as it was then. These people consistently pretend like they're the ones in the Hunger Games, but they're actually the people in the Capitol. I can't take credit for that joke because actually one of you guys left that in a comment on one of my videos, but I couldn't find the comment because I couldn't remember which video it was. But thank you for that, and thank you for your contribution to this video. I also think this moment lives rent-free in the heads of so many celebrities, and Gervais going after them for years and years lives rent-free in their heads because they so clearly do not take being told to shut up and sit down and be quiet very well at all. And for some reason, that brings me a lot of joy.
What do you say to people like Ricky Gervais and Kevin O'Leary who say Hollywood shouldn't be speaking out?
Shut the up. Shut the up. Ricky Gervais and Kevin O'Leary. Shut the up. I can say what I want.
He's trying to save you from yourselves. I don't understand what the problem is. This woman is probably someone's sleep paralysis demon. I am also very upset to admit that I'm at the point in age where I don't know who the hell this is. Who are you? Why are you famous? But with this said, Ricky Gervais has absolutely not stopped his assault on all of these clowns. Even recently, with relation to celebrities popping off about ICE, Gervais offered them the best advice that he possibly could in the situation, telling them to once again shut up. In this post, he shared a photo of his own quote from the Golden Globes and wrote, "They're still not listening." Yeah, Ricky, they're not. Because they need to keep preaching to the rest of us from the top of Mount Bullshit. Actually, on this point in earlier 2025, Gervais tweeted as if he was once again hosting the Golden Globes, something he actually did for years and years before his blow-up at Hollywood in 2020. In these tweets, he took aim at a bunch of people in Hollywood, but the ones that I found notable was him calling out Hollywood's PDF file ring, if you know what I mean, and Diddy being a predator. He went after sexual abusers in Hollywood and basically them turning a blind eye to it again at the end of 2025 during his ceremony at the Hollywood Walk of Fame. My God, this guy's timing.
Thank you so much for this honor. It's a genuine thrill to be part of such an exclusive club. And just looking around earlier at all the other stars, absolute icons, you know, Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, Fatty Arbuckle.
For those of you who don't know the context of this joke, all of these men were accused of sexual harassment or sexual assault, and I am pretty sure that Bill Cosby actually went to prison for this. You guys will have to correct me in the comments. And I know there are going to be some of you who say that Michael Jackson was unfairly targeted with these accusations. I don't know enough about that to comment, but there you go, that's the context. Regardless, I interpret this as Ricky Gervais basically saying, so good, Hollywood. I'm so glad that you revere people who sexually assault other people. Good stuff. Good job. Kind of puts his Harvey Weinstein jokes also into perspective.
Last one. Come on, guys. Our next presenter starred in Netflix's Bird Box, a movie where people survive by acting like they don't see a thing. Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein. You did it. I didn't. You did it. Shut the fuck up.
What I find really interesting is that Gervais said during an interview that he doesn't call out celebrities for things they can't change, like their appearance, say, but rather for things that they've done, which I think drives home the point that his digs at them are about their behavior they can actually change, behavior that they know is wrong, but choose to perpetrate anyway.
You've done the Golden Globes before, and you can be quite edgy. And the celebrities, do you think the celebrities out there are nervous? They're nervous about they're going to be sitting there. What will Ricky say about this?
I think so. No one wants to be the butt of a joke, but, you know, I'm not going to go out. I'm not trying to ruin their night. I'm making jokes, you know. And also, I do it about things they've done, not about things they can't help. So, I think I'm fair. Do you know? I know,
Yes.
but you know what I mean?
No, you're not making fun of a way they look or how they were.
I wouldn't come out and go, oh, look, it's a ginger Frankenstein.
What's interesting as well is that the eventual host of the 2025 Golden Globes, Nikki Glasser, actually referenced Gervais in her own monologue, joking about not going so hard at the audience that they'll be offended. But that's just it, isn't it? People love to act like Ricky Gervais is going out of his way to be offensive and unkind and mock people for the sake of mocking them, to offend them for the sake of offending them. But in actuality, he's just pointing out who and what people are in a truthful way that is observable to the rest of us. And of course, he's doing it through the lens of comedy. Actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, this is probably why so many celebrities rail against and have leaned into basically outlawing observational comedy, and why they are stuck in this, no, you can't say the pointy words mental philosophy, because comedy really is one of the best ways of uncovering and articulating inconvenient and uncomfortable truths. This is probably why Gervais has repeatedly condemned cancel culture and the mob mentality that governs modern comedy. Because without comedy, we have nothing.
Free speech is the most important human right there is. It's the right from which all other rights come. Without free speech, you can't have human rights. And people shut you up because they don't like what you're saying, and that's always suspicious.
I think it's worth understanding that Ricky Gervais doesn't attack things that people consider untouchable to watch them clutch their pearls or for shock value. He does it because, like any good comedian, he sees the ridiculousness in both pretending to be something you're not and taking things too seriously. The things we're not supposed to laugh at are things that Gervais wants to make jokes about.
If someone doesn't want you to say something for any reason, I go, well, I think I've got to say that then. I think I'll have a go.
Yeah.
It's like do not press this button. You gotta press the button. Always press the button.
Good. Like I told all of you, this guy just doesn't care. Where other people are running away from the button, Ricky Gervais is like, give it to me, let me press it. I'm sure many of you too have seen those mock underground subway, oh god, what do they call the London thing? Tube. The Tube posters that Ricky Gervais has posted as part of promotional material for his vodka brand. The one that popped off the most that I saw a ton online says, "Welcome to London, don't forget your stab vest," which probably hits a little bit too close to home for a ton of people in the UK right now. This obviously made people go insane. But why? Because it's truth couched with humor? Or recently there was a big discussion happening online about Islam and dogs, which I'm not going to get into because it's honestly way too hard to explain. Hopefully the headline that I've put on the screen right now gives you some sort of indication. situation. But the bottom line here was that people were offended that dogs would be kept outside to appease this religion rather than, you know, having dogs live inside as we normally would. In response to this, Gervais weighed in, both tweeting a photo with his dog, or with a dog, and posting another mock underground poster that said, "If you don't like dogs, you can F off." It was actually him posting that first dog image that made me want to make this video, because in that moment when I first saw it, I just thought, this guy really does not care, and honestly, that is a vibe
such a workout by the end.
I would love to emulate. He also has a tendency to say the things that many of us are thinking. But in the year of our Lord 2026, people really struggle still with the idea of being offended and hearing things you might not like and getting upset over pointy words, and how that doesn't change that people should still be able to say what.
I grew up in the generation, late 80s, early 90s, where the saying literally was, "Sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt me." Now, going from that as an upbringing to a time like 2021, 2022, where words are weapons. Come on, man. Come on.
What they want to say. But as Ricky Gervais has been saying all this time, this is an absurd way to live. And simply because you're offended, that doesn't mean you're right.
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing about offence, isn't it? When people say they're offended, it's that, just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right, you know? It's... offence is about feelings, and feelings are personal. Some people are offended by equality. So what? You know, so you can't second-guess people. If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one.
Yeah, people come up and they say, I was offended by that joke.
Yeah. Batshit insane, McCarthy. It is batshit insane if you look into it.
My first
Literally
reaction is,
insane.
I don't care. Like, that doesn't mean anything. You're telling me how you feel. What I want to say why. And I'll explain to them. I'm willing to explain to them why the joke isn't offensive. I'm not one of the people that think I'm going to say what I want, I'm going to be as offensive, and then go fuck you as a joke. I'm willing to explain why it's not offensive. That often offence comes when people mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target, and they're not necessarily the same, particularly if you deal in taboo subjects, which I do, because I want to go there, because I want to take the audience by the hand and take them through a scary forest. Do you know what I mean? I like the discomfort of expressing and talking about really uncomfortable things.
Pushing the envelope is why Ricky Gervais has given us so much comedy that strikes right at the heart of woke culture and cancel culture. And frankly, he was doing this while other comedians were shying away from the conflict.
We're coming out of a phase now that feels like a bit of sunlight. It's been weird for the last 10 years as a comedian, going, will that get me cancelled? Can I say that? Is that okay now? Do people know I'm a... Oh, you know, oh, God, things are changing. That thing I said a year ago, will that be... And now I think we're coming out of that because I think they pushed too hard and now people are over it. So
yes.
They complained about things that didn't deserve being complained about. And I've thought about this as well. Like, 20 years ago when I started... If I got a nice email from someone saying, oh, I didn't appreciate that, I'd look into it. I'd go, oh, why didn't you like it? Now someone says, I'm offended. I go, yeah, I know. We all are. Don't worry about it.
In an August 2020 interview with Metro, he said that it's everyone's right to not watch a comedian if you don't like them. But trying to get someone fired because you don't like their opinion is basically insane. And Gervais has repeatedly articulated his thoughts on this, arguing that the fear of offense basically stifles creativity when it comes to comedy.
As soon as we got, 19... We got about 8 or 9 minutes left on this video. We're going to finish this video. I'm going to take a break. And when I come back from break, we're going to go over the big news. Got a big announcement for you guys. Super excited to go over it.
He has suggested that his landmark show, The Office, as well as others, would have faced insurmountable hurdles today due to the outrage mobs who take things out of context. And honestly, he's not wrong. Comedy that Gervais has done himself in recent years has gone viral for both good and bad reasons. But him calling out the absurdity of the modern trans movement has resulted him being labeled a transphobe, among other things. Not that he cares, of course. He said what he said.
Women. Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs. Oh. Those fucking dinosaurs. No, I love the new women. I know the new women. They're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately. The ones with beards and cocks. They're as good as...
True, who would want the old version of us women when you can have the new and improved versions, the ones that come with extra parts? Just trading out wombs for a penis. Although I do keep reading there is some significant effort being put forward to do uterus transplants, and I think people forget that babies still need to be delivered.
Uterus transplants? Uterus transplants. Uterus transplants. Where did the world go so wrong?
Livid.
Where did the world go so
Where
wrong?
are they gonna come out? Your butthole? Look, I think comedy in the view of Ricky Gervais serves as a vital social tool for confronting differences in race and sex and politics without meaning to do any actual harm. When this is sanitized, it becomes bland and ineffective. And the sacred cows, the ideas and people we aren't supposed to criticize or mock, are known to exert insane amounts of power and influence over people because of this absence of mockery, I would say. I mean, how else do you convince an entire population to go along with drag for kids or men competing alongside women in sports? So when people like Ricky Gervais come along and rip the virtue signalers to shreds, it makes the social burdens we put on ourselves a little bit lighter. Ooh. And this used to be the purpose of comedy. It's not always polite. But I do think it's necessary, especially when you consider just how much our speech and actions and whatnot are controlled by small groups of people with specific agendas and even corporations and politicians and whatnot. That's part of why I think Ricky Gervais is so important. He's sort of like a doctor of civilization. He comes in with his comedy penicillin and injects it into culture, and then people give him shiny awards for doing that. He's helping with the infection that is progressivism by making it collectively cry and hopefully go back into its cave. But none of this is to say that this is a person who is incapable of taking things seriously. One of my favorite things about Ricky Gervais is that he demonstrates what can be produced when someone isn't afraid of offending people and saying everything right all of the time. His Netflix comedy specials are irreverent and funny and offensive, depending on who you are, because they go to places that we're not allowed to joke about anymore. But beyond how successful these specials have been, these stand-up specials have been, he has this show called Afterlife, and it is one of the better things that Netflix has actually produced, because Gervais took the topic of death and grief and built something meaningful around it. The show centers around a man who lost his wife to cancer and is so devastated that he is prepared to end it all, but he's ultimately kept alive by the love for and of his dog. Like his dog loves him. Who cares for him in turn? The dog and its unconditional love are part of the true heroes of the show, but it also delves into how he navigates the grief and how he meets other people in this journey that he's on. This actually sort of explains his response to Islamists talking about making dogs illegal. I get it now, Ricky. I get it. Afterlife is quite honestly better than anything most of these crybaby celebrities have put out in recent years, because it touches on a subject that actually affects us all, but not in a way that feels inauthentic and lame, in a way that's relatable and funny. And yeah, I don't know, if you haven't seen it, you absolutely should watch it. I think it handles this topic in a way that's both funny and tragic and relatable. And to be fair, he did warn us that we would see a drop-off in decent entertainment being produced if progressivism started to stifle people and what they could and couldn't create.
Dude,
and I think he was pretty right about that.
Think about it, dude. Movies, shows, everything's gone to shit. I have not seen a show that was made in the last few years that I actually really enjoyed, outside of like cooking shows and documentaries and stuff like that. But like actual entertainment value, shows, movies, all that stuff, man, there's nothing good coming out anymore. Nothing good these days.
Like I mentioned, Ricky Gervais is honestly a bit of a badass because he just doesn't care if he's liked, he doesn't care if he offends anybody, and he doesn't really seem to be afraid of anything. And as Gervais has said himself, offending people is sometimes a good thing because it makes them think.
I mean, the important thing for me is that no one has to laugh. In fact, I embrace the gasps as much as the laughs, because that means they were listening.
And one thing he definitely doesn't believe is that everyone else should shut up because you might take offense.
How arrogant are you to think that you deserve to go through life with no one ever saying anything that you don't agree with or like.
I think the magic of someone like Ricky Gervais is that he knows he's going to make people mad with the things that he says, but he ultimately isn't worried about backlash because as long as he tells the truth on a long enough timeline, he'll ultimately be proven right. And again, to reiterate, the purpose here isn't to make people mad or to offend them. I'm sure the shock is fun, but I'm also sure that's probably not the end game. It's more about conscious thought and actual engagement from the listener. By the listener. For me personally, I think one of the reasons why Ricky Gervais is so well liked and also so well disliked by certain groups of people and people with certain opinions and belief systems is because he's very willing to call it like it is. And in our current cultural environment, in the current culture that we've cultivated, this is something that is very lacking and has been lacking in recent times. And I think on top of that, this is a person who is completely fine potentially sacrificing his position and what he has in order to call out those around him and expose their insane and grotesque behavior. So in the end, I do think that we will see in short order comedy basically being made great again and an end to the hypersensitivity around it, or at least people won't mind so much being offended or hearing things that they don't like. But I do think that it's worth noting and worth saying that Ricky Gervais has been leading that charge and trying to make this happen for years. Now on that note, and before I open the floor to all of you, this is just a reminder to check out Surfshark using the link in the description. I have never used another VPN. I have always had Surfshark. I'm a big fan.
All right, awesome video from Sydney Watson. Absolutely love her. She makes phenomenal videos. All right, so we're almost 2 o'clock. I'm going to take a brief break real quick. I'm going to fill some water up. I am going to let the dog out real quick, and we got big news to go over on Meat Stock 2026 as soon as I get back. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, and we'll see you then.
lose action there. Knees. I know, Benny. I know, dude. I have such good bloopers. I have so many good bloopers now. I truly, truly do. I have some really, really good bloopensteins. Dude, yesterday especially, I put the 2 in Discord in the videos. I don't know if you saw those. Me and wifey were having a blast yesterday. Here, I'll pull them up again. I'll pull them up again. Absolutely free to ask. That sounds so dumb. We were having fun yesterday, dude, just messing around. 65 Cone Monday. It's supposed to be in the 50s this weekend. It's supposed to be in the 50s this weekend, Bucky, but it's going to be rainy. It's going to be super rainy, which actually works out because I have 2 huge burn piles out back that I got to torch. So rain's actually going to be good. As soon as it hits like April up here, it's pretty much just a burn ban for the entire summer because it gets so dry here. But yeah, we had some really good outtakes yesterday. We had a lot of fun just doing our shoots yesterday. It's almost summertime here. I bet, Betty. I bet.
We can do this. Here we go again.
You're gonna drop it.
I'm not gonna drop it.
If you drop it.
Yeah, that's a lot of beef to drop. That would have been a lot of beef to drop. That was very risky taking that hold right there. All right, speaking of warmer climates. Speaking of warmer climates, I have some big news. For everybody. I will be attending Meat Stock 2026 in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It is May 1st to the 3rd, and I absolutely can't wait. One of the promoters of the whole event reached out to me on Instagram after seeing Sean Baker's video, so I owe Sean Baker a big old hug the minute I see him. But that video with Sean Baker put me on the radar, and one of the promoters for Meat Stock 2026 reached out to me, and they absolutely want me down there. I don't know the extent of my involvement yet. I know they asked that they do want me to go on stage. They do want me to speak, is what I know right now. I haven't been added to like the masthead of any of the guests or anything like that. I doubt I will be. I'm a very small blip on the radar, but it's going to be an absolute blast, guys. I feel super, super honored. Super, super honored. Yeah, dude. Meat Stock 2026, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We're actually going to look at a video of Gatlinburg after this because Gatlinburg appears to be a very, very fun town. The one stellar negative here is I am still very, very large. I have a bad knee, and I'm not going to be able to fly. So, I will be driving to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. For this event. I am absolutely we're gonna make the whole drive. It is around an 11-hour drive from me. So we are gonna drive all the way down in one day. And I can't wait. Look at this guest list. Michaela Peterson, Ken Berry, Food Babe, Sean Baker, Anthony Chaffee, Alex Clark, Kiltz, Dr. Eric Berg, Dr. Boz, man, there's so many. Kelly Hogan. Kelly Hogan actually follows me on Instagram now. Who else? Bella's going to be there. We got Carrie's going to be there. There's all sorts of other people there, like huge list. Chris Delisle, actually, I've talked to him a little bit on Instagram as well. Super, super nice guy. Super nice guy. I'm excited to go here. Again, I do not know my level of involvement there. All I know right now is they did ask me to go on stage and talk to the audience. So we'll see what happens. I will see what happens, and we'll go from there. But it's going to be a really, really fun trip. It's going to be the first road trip me and my wife have taken in a very long time. Wifey is coming with. It looks like I also have another friend from Arizona who's coming up to meet us there as well. So it's going to be a mini vacation while we're at it. We're going to look at a nice video of what there is to do in Gatlinburg after this because, man, it looks like such a cool town. But look at this guest list. It just goes on and on and on. Look at all the people involved in this. Confirmed speakers. It's going to be so cool. So I don't know what kind of time block I'll be doing, if I'm on main stage, a smaller stage. I don't know any of the details on that. Now,
the other beauty is this promoter is also a representative, it appears, for Salter. Salter is sending me a nice little kit of products here to do a review on, which I super can't wait for. So we're going to have a bunch of videos on Salter reviews coming up. Hopefully we'll be able to do some work with them in the future because I've been very excited to try their product out. But this is huge, guys. This is absolutely huge. Getting invited to something like this is I can't put it into words. It's absolutely awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So we're looking at some huge stuff coming up, guys. Huge stuff coming up. We're going to be doing a lot of cooking videos soon. We're going to have our first cooking video tonight, just doing some New York strips in a cast iron. Fun stuff. I love the direction we're going, and I just feel honored to even get invited to something like this. So super amazing. This is 2 months out. So my goal is I'm trying to lose at least another 30 pounds before I go to this because I'm doing well right now. I'm traveling. I'm staying in motion, but I'm going to have to be at a convention on my feet all day, on the go, on the move the entire time. So I really want to lock in, absolutely focus, and I want to get another 30 pounds off before we do this. Going to be absolutely awesome. Anybody interested, there's still tickets available. It is very expensive. I think all 3 days of the conference is like $300. It's a very expensive conference, but it's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait to network. I can't wait. I'm just going to wander around and meet all these people. I can't wait to try and meet Bella and Sean Baker, Ken Berry, Carrie, all the big ones. Man, Carnivore JT is going to be there. I follow him on X. He does a lot of cool stuff. So super excited, guys. Super excited for this. It's because of all y'all. All this is because of you guys. The views, the comments, the shares, all the love, all of it, man. You guys are making this happen for me. So thank you so much. Salter's a huge part of it. Carnivore Snacks. So Salter, I can't wait to get the Salter stuff. I just went and got yesterday. Do like Bill, eat a steak. Dude, Benny, can you imagine if I can get Sean Baker to sit down and eat a steak with me, and we'll do a video of me and Sean Baker eating a steak together, watching Sean Baker, watching me, watching Sean Baker, watching me. Dude, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to spend time with these guys or be backstage with them. I don't know a lot of the fine details. I might just have like a 5-minute speaking bit, and they'll say, all right, get out of here, get out of here. So since we're taking such a long trip, it's a 3-day conference. I'm going to do 2 days at the conference, and we're going to use 1 day just to explore Gatlinburg. It seems like a really cool town with tons of stuff to do. So I actually want to get a hold of Mr. Delisle Chris here. I have him on Instagram. We follow each other. So super excited to talk to him and all these guys. Anyone I can meet here, anyone I can network with is going to be awesome. Sorry to be a bit me, but just got my girlfriend has woken up after a double transplant. She went under. I'm on it. Yo, let's go, Beth. Let's go. That's awesome. That's awesome. Double transplant. Wow, what does she have transplanted, if you don't mind me asking? That's amazing, though. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. That's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I know transplants are a very hard process, so hopefully everything goes really good. Hopefully your immune system stays in check if she received organs or something like that, but that's awesome. So happy for you. So happy to hear that. Absolutely amazing. It's just good news across the board right now. Absolutely good news across the board. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun time, guys. We're going to get to do a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to live stream to YouTube. Actually, that's a question right now. I can't check that right now because I'm currently live on YouTube. I want to see, I should be able to stream to YouTube live from my phone. So we'll throw Twitch to the curb. We'll throw Kick to the curb because I can only stream to one at a time. I will be doing live streams from the event. I will be shooting videos at the event. I'll be shooting videos in Gatlinburg, probably just some travel-esque videos of showing the area and stuff. So plan for that. Definitely plan for that. We'll be live from the conference. We'll try and wander around and meet up with some cool people to say hi to you guys on stream. So it's going to be a really fun time. Super excited for it. So I just wanted to let you all know about that one. And we watched Sean Baker. We watched the Ricky Gervais thing. I'm not going to get into Tyler Oliveira. This is a little controversial for us to dance with. So we're going to look at what is in Gatlinburg. 10 best things to do in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Since millions of people are planning on visiting Gatlinburg for the first time ever this year, it's important to know all about the wonderful attractions you're going to find in downtown Gatlinburg. Whether you are visiting the Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg area for Dollywood, I highly recommend taking some time and exploring the streets of this cute mountain town. My name is Brandon, and welcome to Theme Park Recommendations, and I've been visiting the Gatlinburg area now for over 30 years. So I wanted to come up with the top 10 things for you to see and do in downtown Gatlinburg.
I think that I started looking into it. It looks like there's so much to do there.
This is a great attraction to experience if the weather isn't so dry or warm. Families and kids of all ages will have a lot of fun checking out this interactive attraction. You will find over 500 oddities that are located within this 3-story attraction. I recommend checking out their website to look into doing a combo ticket so you can actually do another Ripley attraction in the area, but at a discounted rate. Number 9 is the Gatlinburg Space Needle. While you're exploring Gatlinburg, you should check out one of the oldest attractions in the area.
We're going to do that.
Opening up in 1969, the Gatlinburg Space Needle offers breathtaking views of downtown Gatlinburg and the Smoky Mountains. If you are not comfortable with one of the 3 ski lift attractions in the Gatlinburg area, then the Gatlinburg Space Needle is the perfect compromise. I highly recommend checking out downtown Gatlinburg at 407 feet up in this observation tower. Number 8 is Mysterious Mansion. It's hard to find haunted houses that are open in months that are not known as September and October. But luckily, that's not the case with Gatlinburg's Mysterious Mansion, because it's open year-round, and everything about this rickety old mansion is just creepy. There is a reason why this mansion is rated as one of the best attractions in Gatlinburg and has been for over 40 years. You'll get to face your fears as you navigate through secret passageways, corridors, and winding staircases. The live actors are set out to give you the scare that you did not know you needed while you're on your Gatlinburg vacation. Number 7 would have to be an area mountain coaster. With the popularity of the mountain coaster through the roof, when you visit Gatlinburg, you really need to experience at least one mountain coaster. Gatlinburg's original mountain coaster is the Moonshine Mountain Coaster, and this offers a great layout through the woods. Just down the strip from the Moonshine Mountain Coaster is the Ripley's Mountain Coaster, which was formerly known as Rowdy Bear Coaster. Both of these attractions are great, but I prefer Moonshine Mountain Coaster just a bit more. But don't worry, because I'm going to share more information about the other mountain coasters in the area coming up. Number 6, Sugarland's Distilling Company. If you enjoy delicious alcoholic beverages and learning about how they're made, then you need to check out this barn house that is tucked right into the Gatlinburg Strip. You will love and enjoy sampling their award-winning drinks and everything else about this attraction offers. But here's the great part. Anyone under 21 can also visit, including dogs.
Just look at the architecture.
Number 5, Uber Mountain. So cool. This is what I like to call Gatlinburg's best kept secret. Seriously, Uber Mountain offers something for everyone, including the must-experience aerial tramway. This is where you're going to get the best views of the Smokies hands down. And once you reach the top of the tramway, you'll be able to experience ice skating, rock climbing, snow skiing, snowboarding, and tubing during the winter months, live music, food, beer, and much more. You will also find the longest mountain coaster in Gatlinburg, the Tennessee Flyer Mountain Coaster, which is an awesome coaster that more people need to know about. But the best attraction within Uber Mountain also happens to be the longest of its kind in America, the 3,019-foot long scenic chairlift, which also makes it over 1,600 feet higher than the other ski lifts in Gatlinburg. And if you want more information about the must-see Uber Mountain, then you have to check out this video here. Number 4 is Hillbilly Golf. I have always wanted to experience this attraction ever since I was a kid.
Beth, that's awesome. I hope everything goes well
for her. And this past year, I finally did it with my kids and family, and let me tell you, It was so worth it. Hillbilly Golf is by far the most fun, most unique, and most beautiful mini golf course in the Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge area. This attraction really is 2-in-1 because you get to ride up and down the mountain in a little cable car. Now these next two attractions are not a part of the top 10 since they're not located in downtown Gatlinburg, but they are attractions that I cannot recommend enough. Since you're visiting the Gatlinburg area, you will obviously want and need to experience the breathtaking beauty of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park.
I've never heard of them doing
I honestly
two at a time.
cannot
That's
recommend
amazing.
taking
That's
a ride through
absolutely
this
amazing.
park or checking out one of the many hiking trails. And
It
if you
does
are
not
an
surprise
adrenaline
me one bit that she was taking a 2-day nap after something like that. That's awesome. That's awesome. She went under on Monday. Yep, that's awesome. Definitely need a 2-day nap on that. Definitely worthy of a 2-day nap.
junkie like myself, then located around 20
I'm sure
minutes
she absolutely had the real good drugs too. She had the real good drugs, I'm
away
sure.
from downtown Gatlinburg is Climeworks Smoky Mountain Zipline Tour. There is a reason why that out of over 5,000 reviews, this attraction still offers a 5-star review. Seriously, this attraction is just wonderful.
Absolutely.
Now finishing up the top 10 with number 3, Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies. And this aquarium really is awesome. And the only reason why I think 2 other Gatlinburg attractions are better is because the aquarium is located indoors and there is so much beauty to take in of the mountains around Gatlinburg that you won't get to experience while you're exploring the aquarium. With that said, while it's not as large as the Georgia Aquarium, the Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies really is something else. There is so much to see and do, and this attraction is so well kept. Seriously, kids of all ages will love this aquarium. Number 2 is the Gatlinburg Sky Park. Now they claim that you will experience the best views of Gatlinburg, and after experiencing this attraction, they are not wrong. This classic ski lift is one of Gatlinburg's most iconic attractions. Then once you make it to the top of the mountain, you will get to enjoy North America's longest pedestrian cable bridge. And to give you
I actually think from what we were looking at, I think that big one right there, that might be the convention center. That looks like the convention center it's going to be in.
Info on just how large this bridge is, it's longer than 2 football fields. But the craziest thing about the Sky Bridge is as you're nearing the halfway point of the 700-foot long bridge, the floor then turns into glass, and you get to look straight down as you're walking across it. Seriously, it's a wild and frightening experience, but it's so worth it. You will also enjoy walking along the Gatlinburg Sky Trail and checking out the relaxing views from the sky deck. Now, if you're enjoying this video and you're finding it to be helpful in any way, then all I ask that you do is please give the video a like. Also, I hope that you consider becoming the...
Let's find another one. I want to get a different angle there. Oh, you don't want to watch more about Gatlinburg? Dude, it looks like such a cool town. It looks like such a cool town. Oh, you're talking look through the glass. You're talking look through the glass. Yeah. 8 things to do in Gatlinburg for adults. Now we're
8
talking.
best things to do in Gatlinburg for adults. Gatlinburg and the Great Smoky
looks like there's
Mountains
so
are known
many
for their
wine
family-oriented
tastings and
attractions.
moonshine tastings.
As such, the majority of entertainment, attractions, and dining are designed to include the
Let's
young.
talk about the glass
or
floor.
young
Yeah,
adult.
I realize
now,
what
a
you were
lot of
saying.
these options you could still do with a family, but not
Yeah, I'm
everything
not a big
will be
one on
truly
heights
appreciated
myself.
by the whole
I don't do
family.
well on
With
heights,
That being
and
said,
me standing
here are
on
some
glass,
of the best
I'm
things to
huge.
do for adults in Gatlinburg.
I'm huge.
Remember, if there's
I wanna
something
go
in
to
this
the
video
Old
that
Smoky
catches your eye, check
Distillery
the
around there.
description
I
below
really
for
wanna go to
links
the
to deals
distillery
and more
around there.
information. Number 8. Visit Anakeesta. Anakeesta offers fantastic views, quality dining, drinks, and some shopping. Above all, Anakeesta is
That's
an
beautiful
excellent place to
stonework
chill out and remember the reason for the season, so to speak. Anakeesta is the kind of place where you relax, dine, and enjoy the beauty of the surrounding mountains. Hours vary by season.
Glass ceiling,
and
I
are
don't have a
typically
problem
more
with. True
limited
facts,
January
dude. True
through March.
facts.
Check the calendar for more information. And check Tripster for discounts when you buy tickets. Link in
Legends
the
of the
description
Orient.
below. Number 7. Go for a hike. Enjoy the national park. Gatlinburg is famous in part because of the Great Smoky Mountains.
Yeah,
National
floors are
Park.
another story.
So why not go on a hike and adventure out into the outdoors a bit? Plan for a romantic picnic or take a scenic drive down the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. If you really want to make a new memory,
There's a motor
consider
nature
horseback
trail?
riding
Hell
with
yeah.
one of the local attractions. There are plenty of easy hikes around the Smokies to enjoy. Number 6. Have a romantic dinner. There are a lot of good restaurants in the Gatlinburg area, but there are relatively few great ones. The Peddler's probably the best restaurant in the area, and don't forget, call ahead seating is highly recommended. We also love the Greenbrier for a romantic dinner. It's off the beaten path, so you have to know to look for it.
I'm just crazy
Number
to totally
5,
believe I'd survive
take in
a
the
200
views of
foot
the Space
fall.
Needle or the Sky Bridge. If you want to see the mountains but not get too far off the
I'm
beaten path,
invincible.
consider visiting either the Gatlinburg Space Needle or Gatlinburg Skylift Park. The Space Needle opened
Dude,
in
I'm so pumped to
1969
go check
and
this
was,
place
at the
out,
time,
man.
the second
I hope my
tallest
knees
tower
hold
in
up good
Tennessee.
enough that I can make it
It
around
has
the
glass
convention
elevators and
and
offers
make it around
unequaled
some
panoramic views
nighttime
of the Great
stuff,
Smoky
checking out
Mountains
town.
from the
I truly
observation
hope
deck.
so.
You can typically find a good deal on Groupon if you wish to visit the Space Needle, link in the description below. Alternatively, Gatlinburg Skylift Park is famous for its Sky Bridge, which is 700 feet across a wide gorge and suspended 500 feet in the air.
I don't know, dude. Even with the heights
Number
of the glass
4,
floor, that looks
visit
so cool.
Ober-Gatlinburg. Ober-Gatlinburg is widely known for being kid-friendly, and it certainly is. This is not an option for anyone seeking to avoid kids. However, if your adult crew enjoys skiing or snowboarding, Ober-Gatlinburg is the only place in Tennessee to hit the slopes in the winter. Number 3, sample some moonshine. These samples are the hippest thing going on in Sevier County right now, so there are a lot of options.
Yeah.
The top 2 options are generally considered to be Old Smoky Moonshine and Sugarlands.
Dude,
Old
look at
Smoky
that
Moonshine has
setup. They
3
got live bands playing with just a whole horde of rocking chairs. That looks so good. I'd question my survivability 200 feet over water. Yeah, 200 feet over water, you're going to hit that
locations
like
in the area.
concrete.
And
You were gonna
Sugarlands is
smack
also one
that
of the more
water like
popular
it's
options for a
concrete
fun
from 200
sampling
foot.
experience.
There ain't
Gatlinburg
no
is
way
very
you're surviving in
walkable,
water.
so it's easy to have a few samples and not worry about driving.
Belly flop, certainly a
Number
goner.
2,
Yeah, I mean,
enjoy some shopping.
maybe if you pencil dive
Gatlinburg
like
and its
crazy,
surrounding
you might.
areas offer a wide range of outlet shopping, trendy specialty shops, and touristy knick-knack and curio shops. Consider shopping around the Gatlinburg Arts and Crafts
Type
community.
1 bath, yeah.
There you
Yeah,
can
sounds
appreciate
right.
the
It
regional
does some
culture
damage on
and
the
check out
kidneys and
homemade
pancreas, it
pottery,
truly
jewelry,
does.
candles,
My
and so much
grandfather
more.
was a type
and
1,
finally,
and
number
I saw
1,
the struggle of it. He
cozy
fought
up
with
in
it
a
his whole
cabin.
life.
There are dozens of nice, quiet cabins to enjoy in the Smokies. There you could prepare a romantic meal or get one delivered. And you can spend a quiet, adult-only weekend.
Is that where
or
you're
week.
going to go? Yeah, this is the
What are
town, the big conference we're doing, Meatstock. I got invited to be a speaker at Meatstock this year, and this is the town it's in.
Tips for an adults-only
Gatlinburg,
vacation in
Tennessee.
Gatlinburg,
It's like a little
Tennessee.
touristy town.
Let us know in
It's
the
so
comments.
cool. There's so much
Don't
stuff
forget to
do
like,
here.
subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our
There's
next video
so
from
much
the
cool
Smokies.
stuff to do in this town. I'm so excited. My wife is coming. We're gonna have a little road trip out of it. It's gonna be absolutely awesome.
So I'm here in the Smoky Mountains at its most famous town, Gatlinburg. Surrounded by stunning nature and modern
Look how
attractions.
cool this town
An
looks.
incredible place to visit. And I'm going to show you the top things to do here. Let's go.
Hold on. Before we watch this, we need to find that. Larzo. Oh, Lazaro. Lasso Schaller. 58.8 meters. Here we go. I'll do a record breaker. Let's watch this guy do this. I love he's got the safety helmet on. Is he roped in for it? I guess to pull his dead body out if he doesn't make it. 200 foot, it's only a 4-second drop. Is awesome. That looks like it took the wind out of him pretty good. Wow. Woo! That is nuts. That is nuts. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Look at this town, though. Look how gorgeous this place is.
There is borderline too much to do here. I did the best I can hitting the top while mixing in some of the underrated areas along with free things to do here. And let me just say, it's unbelievably rare to have a tourist destination of this magnitude centered this deep in some of the most beautiful, famous mountains in America. I spent 2 days here, and from beginning to end, let me just say, this was one of the most action-packed trips
Yeah, there'll be a big berth after I hit the water. Big berth for sure.
3 top things to do are all here in Sky Park. This is a scenic open-air chairlift that carries visitors from downtown Gatlinburg to the top of Crockett Mountain. It offers sweeping views of the Smoky Mountains and the city below. It ends at the top, Sky Park. Also, it was originally built in 1954, Gatlinburg's oldest continuous attraction. I ain't gonna lie, my heart beating real fast. I'm acting like nothing bothering me, but...
Hey guys. So cool. I do wonder what the point of the helmet was. Yeah, that was my question too.
Being a man who's scared of heights and scared of being
It
trapped.
could have had, you know what it could have been? It could have had something that went down on the back a little bit and covered his neck. I didn't see. Maybe it was to prevent his head like whipping back when he hit the water and breaking his neck or something. It could have had like a neck brace on the back a little bit. Wouldn't surprise me if that was the case.
Man,
you think about it, you hit like that and your neck would want to like
crazy.
crank back on you super
Y'all don't
hard,
quite
break
know
your
how
neck.
scared of heights I am.
Got a Gatlinburg goal.
My
I want to
life.
be, if I can be 410 going down there. So we lost. We have technically right around 2 months to get ready. I have 2 months to get ready, and so far in the first 2 months of the year, we dropped 37. So if I can drop, stay to my course, stay locked in, I should be able to get under 410. I think under 410. And the more I can lose, the better, because I'm going to have to be on my feet all day at this convention. I'm going to have to be go, 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 go all day long. So I need to be in the best possible shape. It has German vibes? Yeah, it really does, Beth. It really does. Yep, 8.5 weeks. 8.5 weeks. And we're leaving. Well, we're leaving here because we're driving down. I can't fly yet. I'm too big. My knees are too bad to get in a plane. The only way I could fly is doing like business class or something, and seats are so expensive. It's not even funny. So we're just going to drive it 11 hours. 11-hour drive from here. We're going to do it in one shot, though. We'll just do it in one shot. It'll be super easy. So we're leaving. I think we're leaving like the 31st. We'll get down there the night before, and then we'll leave the Monday after. And I can't wait. Maybe we'll take a side trip. I might get a hold of my brother. Maybe we'll stop on Philly on the way back too.
Knows. And she is so proud of me that I did
Yeah,
this.
Beth, it definitely has like German or like Austrian,
This is the sky
Austrian
deck.
mountain
First thing that
vibes
you
to it.
see after
Cruise
it gets
control
to
on
the
the
top
85.
of Crockett
You got
Mountain.
it. You got
They
it.
named Crockett Mountain after Davy Crockett, the frontiersman, which reflects the region's early pioneer
I'm gonna be
history.
all cramped
However, the
up in my
views
wife's
up
car.
here
We're taking
are
the car. We can't take the
spectacular.
truck. We could take the truck. It would just be so much more gas.
So it's November
And,
1st right now.
You see how
I would say-
compact, like when we're looking at Gatlinburg, you see how compact the town is and everything. Like trying to be in a town I'm unfamiliar in with a full-size truck, trying to park and get in and out of the convention centers and all that stuff. A truck just sounds like nightmare fuel going down there. So we're probably going to take the whip, take the wifey
around the
mobile.
time, these mountains, the trees, looks like Cheerios. Very colorful Cheerios in a way. And at the top, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Sky Bridge, the longest suspension pedestrian bridge in North America. It's insane, it really is. It's suspended 140.
I'm still a little torn on it, McCarthy, just because, dude, I love my truck. It's so cozy. It's so cozy, but you know what? It wouldn't actually be that bad because I have an F-150, but I got the twin turbo V6. I have the twin turbo V6, so I get like on the highway, I get close to 20 a gallon on that truck for a full size.
Feet
it's
in
really
the air,
not bad.
stretches 680
But my wife's car
feet
gets like
across
30,
the valley, and in the middle, glass
33% better
panels.
gas mileage. Save ourselves some gas money on the way down. Because as nice it is. Oh, what kind of car? She's got a Chevy Blazer. She's got a Chevy Blazer, like a 2023 or 2024. Yeah, she's got a Blazer. It's pretty roomy. I fit it in it pretty good. I fit into it pretty good. So, and it's getting easier every day to get in and out of her car.
The next thing to see here while you're at Sky Park, if you're going to pay the money to go up the thing, you might as well see all the things.
I just think it'd be easier once we're in town down there. We're going to be parking in a convention center and at hotels and downtown strip and all that stuff. Like, parallel parking my truck sucks. Yeah, it's such a cool bridge.
And the other one is Tulip.
Oh, you because your truck's your own vehicle? Gotcha.
Why is it called Tulip Tower? Well, it looks like a tulip.
We'll see what happens. We might end up taking my truck still.
The tower honors a lone.
It depends because I potentially have a friend from Arizona whose mom actually lives in Gatlinburg, so he might come up and visit while we're there. And if he's there, since he's not going to have a vehicle, I might just bring the trucks. I have the full-on crew cab. We got enough room for all his people and stuff, so be cool. It'll be cool.
Tulip poplar
we'll see what happens.
tree
We'll see what
that
happens. We'll take one or the other.
the
Either of them are up to
2016
making the trip. My truck's only got like 20,000 miles on it, so it's good to go for a long haul.
So the mountains that surround Gatlinburg are massive. I believe one of them is Mount LeConte. Massive mountain and one of the biggest drop-offs as well. We actually hiked it at one point. Incredible. Very difficult, but worthy hike. On the side of downtown, down the hill, Moonshine Mountain Coaster. You control the speed. Open year-round, even in the snow. You can reach up to 35 miles an hour. Whoa, this is going way up. Pretty dang high. Nice.
Solo roller coaster, dude, that looks so fun. I'm too big for that, though.
We're going fast.
$7 more.
No joke. That was a lot better than I expected. It was also nicely decorated for Halloween, which is pretty cool.
That's an extra $100 for us to go out to dinner at a nice restaurant.
It was a lot faster than I expected as well.
I'm curious to see what they're going to have food, dude. I bet they're going to have banging food at this convention. I bet they're going to have absolutely banging food. There's going to be some Tennessee barbecue down there and stuff. Oh, I can't wait.
$20 parking, so that sucks, but it's for all day. So it looks like I'm stuck here all day.
Dude, I'm so
figuring
sick of this cold weather.
What to
I'm
do
so sick of it. I
here
can't wait for this
downtown.
weekend.
Very, very
I can't wait
beautiful
to go to
city.
Gatlinburg. It's probably gonna be
This is
like
my second
85
time
degrees
here,
by the time we
but
get
I
down
forgot
there.
how nice it was. Middle fall on a Saturday today.
Right, Bucky, dude, they're going to have such good food there. Such good food.
So downtown in general is loaded with so many unique shops.
I just figure while I'm on the road, we'll just hit
want a
diners
place
on the road and
on
I'll
the
just get like a sausage
side,
omelet
in
or
an
something
alleyway
like
of
that.
downtown, the Village. The next place I
Make the
recommend.
announcement yet for this? No, not yet. I'm officially waiting. I wanted to tell all you guys today. I'm officially waiting for more word. I want a little more confirmation on what I'm going to be doing there, what my role is, how deep I'm going to be involved. And I also want to make sure that it's not bogus and I'm actually getting the tickets. I have, another thing. I did get a P.O. box. I got my P.O. box set up yesterday? Yeah, I got my P.O. box set up yesterday. So P.O. box is all set up. I'm waiting for them to send me all the stuff. So I'm double checking it's all legit. Then I'll put the word out on social media. But I wanted to let you guys know today just because I'm super, super excited about it. And I wanted to watch these Gatlinburg videos with you guys too. But we're going to wait. We're going to hold off a little bit before I put it out on like YouTube and Instagram and stuff. Just until I get final confirmation, know exactly what's going on. There you go. Hell yeah. I'm going to have it listed in my link tree. How does it work with bigger items in the P.O. box? Anything that you send as a package, they just store in a safe room and there'll be a notification in my P.O. box. I just got the smallest one because the big boxes were fucking expensive, dude. The bigger boxes, that's one thing I've not had in the USA. Barbecue, oh, Beth, you are missing out. You are missing out. Tennessee, Texas barbecue. Oh my God. U.S. barbecue is so, so good. But what they do, Bucky, so since I have the smaller one, all they'll do is keep it in a safe room. And every time a package comes, they'll just put a little slip in my P.O. box. So all I do is I open up the P.O. box. And if there's a slip in there, I just take it up to the counter and they bring my packages out. So it'll be super cool, but I'm waiting for all the Salter stuff and the tickets and everything else to show up for this. Until I have the tickets on my hand, I'm not going to announce it. I have a promise that I have free tickets coming, so until I get those. Oh, say McCarthy, I cannot live without barbecue. Dude, I am calling it right now. There is going to be banging barbecue at this Gatlinburg event.
Well, why is it more unique than the rest of downtown? That's because it's European inspired. Tucked away with cobblestone paths, quaint architecture, even though it's still kind of crowded here, kind of tucked away where it's not as
notification by phone.
And
I don't think so. They didn't say anything about phone notifications. I did put my number down on the slip. I think it sounded more like if like they're running out of space for your stuff, they'll like ping you. I have no idea. We'll see how it works. I've had it for one day and there's already a package on the way to it. So I'll find out how it works. But anyone that wants to send anything, you're absolutely welcome to, even if it's just a high five or whatever you want to send. But here, I'll put it in for you guys. P.O. Box 132. 38. What is it? P.O. Box 132. How do I fucking return on here? I guess I don't. 38. Monument. There you guys go right there. You ever want to send anything, feel free. Send me whatever. You send me nude pictures, I'm going to ban you. But there it is if anyone's interested in it. There it is. It is up. It is open. It is fully functional now. We got it all set up yesterday. Dude, they wanted, so you rent a P.O. box by either 6 months or 12 months. I figured, I'll just get one of the bigger boxes in case people send packages. The big boxes were $340 for 6 months, dude. The whole toys are on the way. Dude, McCarthy, have you seen, there's a company that'll package gifts to look like big old, well, you know. They'll actually package stuff so it looks like a big old toy coming in the mail and stuff, dude. It's super funny. We used to gag gift our buddies with it all the time.
it's free to walk around, which is nice because you have to pay for a lot of things around here. So, yeah, that's my story. It kind of reminds me of Helen, Georgia in a way. So it's November 1st. Peak.
I found a perfect location. I found a nice location that's not super close to where I live. It's probably like a 45-minute drive away, so it's nice. It's nice. Dude, I'm sure if I put this thing out publicly, I'm going to put it on my link tree probably tonight. I'll add it to the link tree with everything else. I'm very curious to see what's going to show up. I will say one thing I'm going to say right now. If it's from a sponsor or something else like that, like Salter sending me stuff is one thing. If anyone sends me food products or stuff to eat or anything like that, I'm just telling you right now, I'm not going to eat stuff that gets sent to a P.O. box. That's how you get some arsenic poisoning. Someone doesn't like you online and sends you some poisoned brownies or something. So all I'm asking, do not send food products, because even if you do, I will not eat them. I absolutely will not eat them. That's my one rule. One rule. I'm not going to eat any food that shows up there.
But the area is stunning. Gatlinburg attracts over 10 million
All you gotta do is piss off one person online and they send your P.O.
Smoky
box
Mountains
some
National
crazy
Park
stuff. What about
surrounding
anything?
Gatlinburg
I'm not
contains
gonna
over
eat anything
800
that comes to a
miles
P.O.
of
box.
hiking trails,
Nothing.
including portions of the Appalachian Trail.
gonna do it.
And the whole area has over 1,500 black bears. Apparently, sometimes black bears enter the downtown area, and there's like pictures of them and stuff like that. So I'm not really a big drinker at all. However,
What if it's sealed in a
Gatlinburg does
package? All
have
right, look, we'll put it this way. Let me put it this way. If it's labeled from one of you guys that I know, okay, I will. If it's one of you guys that's constantly streaming, one of the early ones, I will. What are you laughing at?
The way your eyes just went, I will, and then.
I will. Label it effectively. Label it with your name so I know it's you, or at least you're that bit of surströmming. If it's sealed in a package, maybe. But I don't know. Just it scares me, man. Like I get so much negativity and stuff on Instagram. Like I'm kind of afraid to put it out there, man. Someone's gonna send me some goddamn arsenic lace something. You know what I mean? Laugh now, big man.
of a history with wine and moonshine.
I'm going to try not to do any boozing while I'm down here, guys, but there are so many breweries and distilleries, and I'm going to do my best not to splurge and have a little bit of alcohol while I'm down here for the weekend. I'm going to do my best not to, but we're going to see what happens.
As a result, you can go to all of these side wineries, distilleries, and a lot of them do 3 for free, which means you get 3 teeny little wine shops for free.
For sure. You never know what someone's going to send you. You never know the people you're talking to. It's sketchy stuff. So probably, even to answer you again, Roshi, probably not. I mean, that 99% odds, even if it's like sealed packaging, I'm probably not going to touch it. Just out of fear for, you know what I mean? It could be from any random person off Instagram, someone I got in an argument with over something that wanted to spike some shit or put some shit in something. Like, it's just too sketchy. It's too sketchy. I'm gonna open every package I get with a little bit of fear, just like, oh, it's gonna come flying out of this thing. That's what I'm saying, McCarthy. Like, dude, this video is showing that every single place you go, they have a deal in Gatlinburg called 3 for 3. So you go to all the wineries, give you 3 sample glasses like this, and there's like 30 wineries. You can literally just wander around Gatlinburg and get drunk for free, dude.
Bestseller, watermelon, second best, and grapefruit.
I don't like wine though, but man, they got some cool sounding stuff.
Our peach is gonna be our first bestseller. A lot of vanilla, a lot of peach, a little bit of cinnamon.
Well, that's good.
Newport, Tennessee. 12% on that one too.
So this has a little bit of moonshine in it?
Yep, it's blackberry
moonshine
wine, Concord grape wine, moonshine on the 40 proof, 20%.
Dude. It looks so
Starts out tart and sweet and has a little bit of a dried, smoky.
Me and my wife were watching videos on it last night. We literally said, like, man, we might just buy another house down there. See, I'm the opposite, McCarthy. I'm the opposite. Wine has the worst effect on me ever. I have the worst wine effect. So I never get drunk off of wine. If I have 1 glass of wine, I get like giggly white girls. Yeah, Beth, that label's cool, right? I love the label on that. I get giggly white girl drunk off 1 glass of wine. Like I'm sitting there just, I feel like that off of wine. And then I absolutely, on my 2nd glass of wine, I have a hangover before I get drunk. Like literally, wine gives me a headache like right behind my eyeballs. I think just because there's so much sugar in it. I think there's so much sugar in wine, it just does not sit right with me. However, all these distilleries and little bourbon and scotch down there, Tennessee's prime bourbon country. Prime bourbon.
And moonshine's really big in this
area. Hell, I
right?
might just move to Gatlinburg and open up a goddamn distillery.
Blueberries, vanilla, just a little bit of cinnamon.
Gatlinburg, I mean, if people just walk around, they can just
get drunk for free.
Yeah.
Favorite?
Blackberry.
Only one in town that doesn't taste like cough syrup or medicine. Actually tastes how it's supposed to. Watermelon.
The man with the beard said it best. Gatlinburg is like an adult theme park. 3 for free everywhere. I'll get a cotton candy, and I'll get a great smoky red.
It's a classic red muscadine. And it's made with a red muscadine. Just tastes like you poured the grape off of the vine and put it in your mouth. It's the flavor of cotton candy grapes. It's not cotton candy you get at the fair.
My dog only hangs out with me when my wife leaves.
I put a little drop of the chilled in there.
Yeah, wine hangover is bad.
With cranberry juice, mulling spice, and cinnamon. So take it gently. Make sure you don't burn yourself. It's like a warm hug. Santa comes to town just for that.
That's good.
He's
What do you think about
adorable, isn't
Gatlinburg?
he? He's my
It
little
is
homie.
great.
He's my little homie.
Great way to go and walk the streets and get drunk.
They got so many things to do. It's like, wow, it's so lively at night. Yeah.
Released 2 days ago. It's our highest quality wine, but it sits at 14%.
14%.
It's a Sauvignon Blanc with a hint of jalapeno. Kick initially, but you'll really taste that sweet wine at the end.
Don't kiss me, you jerk.
Another place, 3, 4,
So the three best? Yes.
All right.
So this one is Golden Apple.
Okay.
It's made with Golden Delicious. We don't add any sugar or anything in it. Golden Apple. This is the
He's like
oldest cider
normally one of
house
the
in
most
Gatlinburg.
laid back
Makes us
dogs
the
ever,
OG.
but he has that Chihuahua mentality where like he'll just go 0 to just rah in like 2 seconds. It's so funny. So funny. Oh, he's such a good boy. Here, I'll cover you up. Cover you up nice and cozy. There you go. There you go. I love when he comes to hang out with me.
Really? Yeah.
He is 100% my wife's dog, though. He is 100% wifey's dog. If my wife is here, he will not leave her side. Then the minute she leaves the house, he comes and curls up on me.
That's good. So this one's black and blue. Blackberries, blueberries, golden delicious apples. Pineapple.
Some of these flavors
Nothing in it
sound
but pineapples
so
and apples.
good.
So it's healthy. Mama decides she's judging you because you're drinking first thing in the morning. Tell her it's just juice. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
Great, boss.
Next place I recommend, Circus Golf. So they gave me this glove.
I'm in a maze. Whoa, what's up? This is freaky. Okay.
I want to go here too. I love your
That's
mazes.
why she
They're
gave me
so
the glove.
fun.
Whoa, you are short. I think. Yeah, okay.
There we go. Now we're doing something. Nope. There he is. That's the short guy right there. Him right there with the camera. I'm going to be trapped in here for the rest of my life.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I will never be the same after that. Even though most of the architecture here in Gatlinburg is pretty standard, relatively modern, many buildings also feature wood, stone accents to echo the natural Smoky Mountain surroundings.
Architecture there. The architecture's so cool.
So I've heard that moonshine is a pretty big thing here in this region.
Actually,
Moonshine has deep roots in the Smoky
I
Mountains.
love, like,
This is where
cornfield
settlers in the
mazes and stuff. I used to do
1800s
them all the
used
time.
surplus corn to make homemade whiskey. Because high taxes made legal distilling
the
hard,
views down
locals
there,
often
dude.
made
The
it
Smoky
secretly
Mountains are
deep
so
in the
cool.
woods. And Gatlinburg became known for this backcountry
That's
craft.
actually, hold on. I think. Try and pause.
Moonshine has
at the right
deep roots
spot.
in the Smoky Mountains. This is where settlers in the 1800s used surplus corn to make homemade whiskey. Because high taxes made legal distilling hard, locals often made it secret.
I think, for all intents and purposes, oh no, that's not it. That's not it. One of these scenes has our hotel in it. One of these scenes has our hotel in it.
Secretly deep in the woods, and
Our hotel
Gatlinburg
is, like,
became
right
known for this
downtown. We're right
backcountry
downtown where we're
craft.
staying.
Because the next place I recommend
We're
is
gonna be able
actually
to walk to
famous
all
for
these
moonshine
places.
tastings.
I love
This
bluegrass.
is Tennessee's most visited distillery,
Old
Old
Smoky.
Smoky Distillery, The Holler. And it's one of the most visited distilleries in the country. Famous for moonshine tastings, live bluegrass music, and over 50 flavors of moonshine. Lots of pretty affordable tastings.
Look at that, dude. Just rocking chairs. That's so nice.
So, from this angle, I almost look as tall as this. But it's actually 407 feet tall.
We are absolutely
almost as
doing
tall
that.
as me.
Wifey wants
It's
to go up
called
there so
the
bad.
Space Needle. It's not just for looks. You can go
That was the
up
first thing my wife
and
saw and said,
check
"Yep,
out
we're doing that."
360 views of the Smokies and downtown Gatlinburg. From the base,
Oh
you can
yeah, I
take
got
a
some
glass
Allison Krauss in
elevator
there. I
ride
love
to the
Allison
top,
Krauss, man.
Oh, Atlanta.
The first time we came here was 10 years ago. We came here for the parade. The first parade for the 4th of July. We got here and it was kind of crazy to me at first because I'd never been here. But after I got here, I loved it, and now we've been here 10 times as of today.
If not more.
Yeah.
But he was very apprehensive. But I always wanted to come here.
It does. It has
a lot of friends.
Apparently, it has a glass elevator, Beth. It has a glass elevator that goes right up the middle of it. Yep, glass elevator right up the middle.
I was in high school. I always talked about it.
I love Allison. Dude, so the one thing, Bucky, that I love about Alison Krauss is normally any band you hear, you can tell if it's live or it's a studio recording. Alison Krauss has such a nutty voice that I literally cannot tell if it's a studio record or she's live. Her voice is so dead on to studio quality when she's live. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Love it. We love the mountains. I mean, everything about it. And we are the Robinsons from North Carolina.
If you've never been to Gatlinburg,
Bucky, if you've never heard of it, check out something called the Transatlantic Sessions. They go to a house in Scotland that has really, really good acoustics in it. And they just record songs there with a bunch of like bluegrass, country artists and stuff. Transatlantic Sessions. Trust me. Trust me. Look up Sarah Jarosz, especially. Sarah Jarosz, Jarosz. At Transatlantic Sessions.
You're missing
maybe we'll pull it up
you
after
best
this.
get here as soon as you can because it's the best place to be. Forget the beach. Come to the mountains.
So those were actually 2 subscribers of the channel. Very, very nice. I talked to them for a while. If you're watching, what's up? Do you like escape rooms? I don't know if I like escape rooms because I've never done one.
We might do this escape room
gonna try
too.
one at one of the top-rated escape rooms in Gatlinburg. The Escape Game.
Hi everyone. Thank you for coming.
Navigate to the lab. Pressurized cabin. How the... Okay. Pressurized cabin. Okay. Alright, I'm stuck. It's the damn code. Pressurized submerged... A. Oh my gosh. M. Oh my gosh, I did it. And,
He's such a good puppy. He's such a good puppy.
Did I do it? I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, at least I know what I'm doing. Something's supposed to happen, right? Maybe I press this. Maybe I press this. So there's a 1 hour timer to complete it. And out of 3 rooms, I did 1 room in 1 hour, which means I suck, but it was fun. Gatlinburg stretches a really long ways. I mean, it's actually kind of impressive how they built this entire town, this entire city within the Great Smoky Mountains and how big it is. So many shops, so many different things to do here
Yeah,
downtown.
that architecture right there, Beth, that screams like Austria, Germany, up in the mountains.
I'm just gonna kind of put a lot into one under the next thing that I recommend doing here, Gatlinburg downtown. The best way to judge downtown, go from place to place, see what I can find. Compact, walkable, absolutely packed with just about every type of shop that you can find, restaurant, definition tourist town. The Ripley's Believe It or Not building is one of the coolest buildings, I think, in downtown. I mean, a lot of cool buildings here, but this one is just
don't know what you want.
really cool.
He can never get comfortable up here enough.
But I'll say though, maybe I just got lucky since I've been here. The tourists have been very nice to me, and I've been a tourist as well. And what's crazy, from what I heard, it's packed like this.
I feel bad. My poor dog, like, he jumps up and he has like a little bit of space on my lap, but he can never get comfortable because he's like pressed up against the desk. So he's always just like tossing and turning and getting up and getting down. He just doesn't know.
Year round. Over 200 shops, restaurants, and attractions in just a few blocks.
Tell you about G-Burg. G-Burg is great. There's
so much stuff to do. You can drink so much moonshine, so much wine. It's really great.
There's a lot of alcohol that you can drink for free, or just walk up and down the strip. That's what we do.
Yeah, you can go on Hooch Hop. Hooch Hop is important.
Get a free shirt.
Free shirt. Free shirt. Yeah, I don't know.
Chasing Aldeans, take me on a ride on my big green tractor. As long as I'm with you, it really don't matter. Ooh, there's a band playing.
I love live music. We said there's so much live music down there too. Don't forget to hydrate.
Shoot 'em up cinema. 7D, a retro arcade. You don't see it often. Arcades in a mountain town, huh? Sugarland's Distillery.
Every single one before I'm interviewed with
What I noticed at all of these tasting areas, the bartenders take it very seriously, and they all seem like they love their job. I'll get your biggest sample you got. Appreciate that. Cookies and cream is the best. There are 200 shops on this strip. You got everything: souvenirs, clothes, souvenirs.
All I see with all these shops and places to go and gifts to bring home for people, all I smell is we're going to spend $1,000 on this trip. Actually, we're going to spend well over $1,000 on this trip. I think our hotel and gas alone is going to be $1,000 probably. It's going to be a pricey trip.
Everything. Glass globes. Stars. Cars. Museum. So many of these small little shops. You want to get quick food? Lots of places on the side right here. Thank you so much, buddy. No. Yeah, good luck. Mountain treasures. So here's your buckets of dirt.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a 2-minute break real quick. I'm going to get some water. I'm going to get ready to... Ew, good God, dude, I got your puppy goobers on my mouse. Ugh, I tried to clean my dog's eyes, and I got some sort of goop on my hand. You know how little dogs always get like the eye buildup? They got the eye gunk that always builds up. It's always the small breeds. Mine gets it really bad. I just went to clean it. It's ugh. So, in other words, I need to go wash my hands. I'm going to take a break. $70 Motel 6. Nah, wifey wants to make a vacation out of it. We're doing like a downtown hotel right on the water, right on the river, like within like 5 minutes of the convention center, all this tourist stuff. We're going to go do all that. Wifey wants to make a big deal out of it. We haven't been on a vacation together in a very long time due to my weight and my restrictions and stuff. So she wants to splurge and have a bunch of fun down there. So it's work for me and vacation for her and a little bit of vacation for me. So, and surprisingly, dude, the hotel we got, we booked it early enough. I think we only spent like $100 a night. We spent like $100 a night. It's really not going to be too bad for the hotel. And the hotel's gorgeous. You should see the pictures of this place. Wonder what the Airbnbs look like. Expensive. It is a very pricey area. Very pricey area. Wifey, as soon as wifey knows we're going somewhere, she looks into everything. She wants to know how much houses cost there. She wants to know Airbnbs. And she looked through Airbnbs. She looked through multiple hotels. And she got us a really, really good weekend package at one right downtown. So that way we don't have to drive. I can drive to the convention center 5 minutes away, park the car. We can do the convention stuff all day. We drive back to the hotel, and then we're within walking distance of all this stuff this video is showing right downtown. We're not going to do any of the sky lifts or stairs or bridges or heavy walking stuff. We're going to be right downtown to do all the touristy stuff. If we do end up drinking some wine or some moonshine while we're there, yeah, hotel's already booked. Yep, we're already booked on the hotel. I absolutely wanted to because the prices from last night to today, the prices already went up like 5%. I think everyone's starting to book their rooms for the convention right now. So hotel rooms are going to be mad expensive here in another month or so. So we're lucky. We're very lucky that we found out this soon that we were able to get it early. All right, I'm going to take 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I just got to go wash this gunk from my dog's eye off and go rinse his eyes out real quick. I'll be right back. And speaking of, we're actually, for the break, we're going to get some good stuff here. Here we go.
Here we go. There you go. There's the Allison Krauss for the break.
Same old place.
This is the one I was just singing.
Same old city. What can I do? I'm falling in love. I'm just an old hound dog roaming around, oh Lord. I've got all this in heaven above. Oh, Atlanta, I hear you calling. I'm coming back to you one fine day. No need to worry, there ain't no hurry, 'cause I'm on my way back to Georgia. On my way back to Georgia. I get a feeling in me when I remember all those crazy days and crazy nights. Can't you hear the music playing? You must have heard them saying, we're gonna rip 'em up and light up the night. Oh, Atlanta, I hear you calling. I'm coming back to you one fine day. Hey, no need to worry, there ain't no hurry, 'cause I'm on my way back to Georgia. On my way back to Georgia.
This is such a good song. I love this song.
Same old place, it's the same old city. What can I do? I'm falling in love. I'm just an old hound dog roaming around, Lord, Lord. I've got all this and heaven above. Oh, Atlanta, I hear you calling. I'm coming back to you one fine day.
Oh, it's such a good song. Such a good song.
From Franklin, North Carolina. You put it through the water, and you can sift through.
I can do a very poor British accent. I can do a very poor UK accent. Head down to the local pub and get me a pint of Bollingtons. Ain't that right? Fucking true then. That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do of a UK impression. I used to play video games with a guy from the UK for years. I always used to pick on him. What was that song you were talking about? Truck driving? The one about truck driving? The one about truck driving is leaves. Not the best impression. Not the best impression. The one I was thinking is Mark Knopfler. Oh, no, I didn't mean to change that video. Go. Oh, no, I did. Mark Knopfler. This is the one. This is the one about driving truck. This is Mark Knopfler. He was the lead singer of Dire Straits for many, many years. But this is off a solo album of his. This is all about being a truck driver. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's got that real Titanic beginning to it, too. A for effort. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That also doubles as my Australian and South African accent. Oh, the water is going down smooth today. But this is the one, Bucky, you want to check it out. Border Reaver by Mark Knopfler. I'll play 2 seconds of it, but we're already copyrighted to hell in this video, so they're all the same. I know. You know, that's one of the craziest things I've heard about the UK, Beth, is there's like a different dialect and a different accent like every 25 miles you go. That's the craziest thing to me. That kind of holds true in the United States. I just feel like it's a further distance. It's like every 150 miles or so you go, there starts to be a different accent. I can't wait to get down to Tennessee. Y'all want some sweet tea with that? Get that Southern twang going. Oh, I can't wait. I love Southerners. I love Southerners, man. Southern bound from Glasgow town, she's shining in the sun. Oh, whoop. More compact. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's from street to street, is my understanding. That'll make sense too. That'll make sense too.
From Glasgow town,
she's shining in the sun. Wisconsin lassie on a motor run. This is maybe I was thinking of a different one. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. But this is my favorite song about driving truck. This is absolutely my favorite truck driving song right here. I'm probably gonna play this like 80 times on the way down to Tennessee and annoy my wife the whole way. Although I have quite the playlist for Tennessee. Here we go. I'll scroll through it quick. I have all right, so here's the top. Here's my playlist for going to Tennessee. I'm pretty sure, I'm going to put this to the test. I'm pretty sure we can go to Tennessee and all the way back without hearing the same song twice. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Still going. Still going. Still going. This is just for the Tennessee trip. Just for the Tennessee trip. We're still going. We're still going. There we go. That's my whole playlist for the trip. All right, let's keep looking at
the buckets of Europe and find gemstones.
I want to call it Glattenberg.
And whenever gemstones you find, they will, if you want, make jewelry out of them. That's roughly what they get in the bucket right here?
In the smallest bucket, yeah.
So, I love the mirror maze at the other place so much. But I'm going to do the Ripley's mirror maze, and I'm going to try and do a better job. Here we go.
Rocks. We got rocks.
Freaking weird short guy. God.
Do some rock hounding while I'm down there. La, 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 la.
The disco and the music. I danced alone.
God, it looks so gorgeous down there. I just want to live down there.
Just
we might end up liking Gatlinburg so much we just get a house down there and have a winter house.
World's cutest treehouse cabin of all time.
Dude, why didn't we rent a treehouse?
15 minutes away from downtown, the Treehouse Grove at Northern Creek is a luxury treehouse resort featuring
why didn't we rent the treehouse? What are we thinking?
They have quite a few of these. I'm staying at the one called the Elm, and it's surrounded by forest, creek views. And each unit has a kitchen, bathroom, deck.
That's so nice. Why didn't we get a treehouse?
But this is cute. Also, bedroom there. And a bedroom that goes up there. And doing this in autumn time, all the colors, it's awesome. I love the trees going right through. Now, going back to downtown. Autumn here is something else. It is just spectacular.
Gorgeous, I tell you.
That guy lives with bedhead. I understand. I understand. I do too. I do
Making
too.
my way back to downtown. Got a pretty packed day
I'm trying to find the hotel we're staying. I'm trying to find it in all the
fun.
background footage he's got.
Right now, I'm taking a little ride to the top of a mini mountain area to play
Mini golf.
one of the most popular miniature golf courses in Gatlinburg, Hillbilly Golf. Definitely a mountain-themed course, but what I love, it's actually on the side of a mountain, so it's partially real. I'm basically a pro at this point, playing so much of this. They made the course with some historic stuff, an original 1900s utility wagon.
I know, it's so low maintenance. It's so easy. I feel bad because women tend to get really jealous of my hair because I just have long, feathered, very curly hair. And they always ask me every time I run into women and they compliment my hair. They're like, oh, what products do you use? Or what do you use for shampoo or this and that? I'm like, I literally just wake up and go. This is just what it looks like. I don't do anything. I shampoo and condition like once or twice a week. That's
Oh
it.
my gosh! So I definitely see why this is one of the highest rated golf places here in Gatlinburg. Probably my favorite one I've done so far, and I just kind of started. It's massive. Now after that hole in one, now that I'm officially the best golfer who's ever lived, watch this. Kind of crazy how busy Gatlinburg is. What I love, the backdrop of the Great Smoky Mountains. And the reason why they call it the Smoky Mountains is because of the natural fog that overhangs the range. This kind of looks like smoke. That's because the trees release oils that mix with water vapor, which forms a misty haze, along with the sunlight scattering that makes it appear blue. These drone shots are beautiful, but most of us can't see the gray smoke.
We already looked, just like I said, my wife knows we're going somewhere she loves. She just looks at everything in the area, dude. House, a bit of natural grease goes a long way. It really does, Beth. It really does. My hair looks the absolute best and curliest and well manicured after I don't wash it for like 2 days. You get the Aspen routine once in a blue moon. I think everybody does. I think everybody does. But wifey looked at the houses down here, dude. The houses are so ridiculously expensive down here.
It's way better to fly in real life with the Gatlinburg tram or the Ober Mountain tramway, whatever you want to call it. You fly up a mountainside safely inside the thing. So if you're scared of heights, not nearly as bad as being open air like the thing I did yesterday. However, 2.1 miles up a mountainside. And at the top, you have incredible views and hiking trails, along with observation decks. And especially here in autumn time on a sunny day, the word beautiful will undercut it. There are just no words for it.
So nice. It's going to be the polar opposite while we're there. Be the polar opposite while we're there. It's going to be green and just beautiful down there.
We go around Tennessee mountain towns. We went to the Peddler Steakhouse. Believe it or not, right afterwards, we chased a bear through a hotel room to get some footage. No harassment, though. Very reasonable distance. I say chase just to make it seem more exciting to us. We did a moonshine tasting tour, if you want to tell them a little about that.
It was great. 12 flavors. We got to try the brownie batter moonshine, which is specific to Gatlinburg, so make sure y'all check that out.
Absolutely. And right now we are trying to find an escape room before we head back to our cabin.
So they ran into bears behind Peddler Steakhouse near a stream. I've never seen a bear in real life.
Multiple.
In the nature, besides at a zoo, which doesn't count. I'm going to go try and find it. If I get eaten, the video's not coming out.
There we go.
Back and forth. You'll see them all over tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
So you saw the bear
Apparently
over
there's
there.
all sorts of black bears that just roam through town down here too.
There. Last time, that's where people saw it.
Such a nice, clean looking town.
So it looks like I didn't find any bears, but that's okay. I can go without seeing them. So many things to do here. Not too much of it is free. Well, when it is free, it's awesome. The Gatlinburg Trailhead. It's right on the side of downtown, so you can just come here, hike the Smoky Mountains, the beautiful forest. nature here, stunning. Not all nature is the same. Different elevations, different areas have very different biodiversity.
Yeah, we're
flowers,
apparently staying. Our hotel's
trees,
like right on
stuff
that
like
river.
that. And here, you see a nice, beautiful
Skin is prone
mixture.
to being clogged if you can tell, but luckily my scalping hands don't know how
The
to
Grace
read.
Smoky Mountains in general,
There you
it's
go.
actually the most visited national park in America. Very famous for a few things, but mostly the misty smoke coming off the mountains, biodiversity, over 19,000 documented species. It also has more than 800 miles of hiking trails, including a section of the Appalachian Trail.
miles
So
of
another
hiking
mostly
trails.
free
Sadly, I
thing
won't
to do
be
here,
doing
I say
that.
mostly free because it's gas. Drive the Smoky Mountains. Breathtaking. Great bang for the buck. Great ROI. Because you're only paying gas money, and it is some of the most beautiful sights you'll ever see.
God, I can't wait to get down here.
So right now I'm at Sugarlands Visitor Center. They give out maps and help you around the
That's a
place.
lot
They
of
show you
trail
all
in
these
one
trails
part.
and stuff like that. But right behind it, a little bit of a nature walk to a waterfall. In life, sometimes there are trade-offs. In fall foliage, weather, incredible. But it also doesn't rain much. So Cataract Falls is a little bit of a waterfall. It's cute. But yeah, next place I recommend, this trail in general and the falls.
It's beautiful.
And further up the road, this next place I also recommend, and free. The official Gatlinburg Overlook. It's on the side of the road, but this one in particular is called the Gatlinburg Overlook because I think it's one of the best.
This is going to be such a fun trip.
Probably one of the best views you can see on the ground of the Smoky Mountains. Breathtaking. Like you see this stuff on a postcard. Anyways, I think I got my fill in for the nature stuff. Also free, which is awesome. Gonna go back to the buzz of downtown. So Gatlinburg's a great downtown, great city, many things to do, but one of the things that makes it most special, in my opinion, the incredible nature that surrounds it. And a very unique thing, wildflowers actually bloom in the Smokies all year. And the park hosts an annual wildflower pilgrimage.
Oh, I think that was it. Hold on. I think that was it.
And a very unique thing, wildflowers actually bloom in the Smokies all year.
Was it? No, it's not.
And the park hosts
I think it's that one right there. I think that's our hotel. That's our hotel right there. See the river running through? It's like right on the river, right downtown. We're like 2 minutes from the Space Needle. The convention center is like over here somewhere. That's like right where we're staying right there. That's so nice. It's either that one or this one. I think it's this one, though. I'm pretty sure it's this one. We got a big balcony overlooking the river and stuff. It's going to be so nice. So nice.
an annual wildflower pilgrimage. One of the most prominent attractions here in Gatlinburg, Anarchista Park, takes you up a mountain again. There's actually 3 additional things at the top of the mountain that I recommend doing here. And they all come with the purchase of a ticket. Gatlinburg.
Man, it's the best place ever to come to, man. You have fun, you eat for good food, good people, bad traffic, but I mean, that's beyond the point, man. Come to Gatlinburg and have all the fun that you can ever imagine. It's like Disneyland.
So
I find it funny when people from other places say that, oh, you Americans aren't traveled enough. You don't travel enough places. Like, you realize how big our country is and how many different climates, how much stuff there is to see just in the States? I'm 39 years old. There are still states I haven't been to. There are so many states I haven't been to. I've never been to Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, North or South Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan, Illinois, Kentucky. No, I've been to Kentucky. I've been through Kentucky, I think. Florida, Maine. Yeah, dude, there's so many places I haven't been. Alaska, Hawaii.
It doesn't matter what kind of climate you want, we got it. You want the worst of the worst winter conditions, we got Alaska. You want sunny beaches, we got Florida, we got Alabama, we got Bahamas, we got Hawaii. You want deciduous forests, come to where I am.
You do the
You want
chairlift,
rolling mountains, we
I
got
was
the
going to do the gondola
Rockies.
ride because I don't want to do the chairlift
Have
again,
been
to be
west of
honest.
Fargo?
But
Gotcha,
the line was
gotcha.
about an hour, so taking this truck up.
I spent a lot of time. I did traveling sales for many, many years. Many, many years. I also did a cross-country drive right out of high school. Me and my buddy jumped in a 3-cylinder Geo Metro and drove it across the entire country. So a lot of it, I've been to a lot of states, but the problem is a lot of the states I've been to, I didn't get to explore. I didn't get to go out and see places, see the sights. It was all just driving through or working there real quick. Took a trip to Texas a few times, Florida a few, Virginia and Pennsylvania once. OTR, I drove OTR for a grand total of like a month and a half, Benny. Most of my trucking experience was oil field. It was all local. Northeast Pennsylvania has massive natural gas fields up here. So the vast majority of my driving career was literally driving to work, jumping in a truck for 12 hours, and then going back to the shop and going home. When I drove for the oil fields, I never left more than like a 100-mile radius. And the time I did do over the road, I went to like Virginia a couple times and down into New York City. That's all I did over the road. The rest of that was all traveling sales. I lived in Texas and did traveling sales. I saw so many states doing that. Everything west of Texas, I kind of just driven through, except California. I've been to California a few times just because I have family out there, NorCal, like Sacramento area, stuff like that. Are there truck routes to Alaska? Oh, I'm sure. They got a truck in all sorts of supplies up there. They got a truck in all sorts of stuff. There's truck routes. You're in Canada for like 90% of the drive.
Here it is, the top of Anakista
You can
Park.
drive to Alaska, but it's far easier to just drive to her.
I was not
God damn, what did I just say?
this kind of view.
You can drive to Alaska, but it's far easier to just fly to Alaska. Look at that place. That's just on the top
Coming
of a
with
random
the ticket,
mountain
one of the
down
best
there.
things to see here, so you don't have to pay any extra money. The Ana Vista Tower. 360 views apparently, gonna go check it out. And I love how everywhere up here, they're blasting folk music. Perfect vibe. The best view that you're gonna find in Gatlinburg, the top
I did 7 months.
of
It's
Ana
very
Vista
boring.
Tower.
Yeah, over the road was miserable. Over the road driving was absolutely miserable. I hated every second of it. You don't get to see anything. You see it through your window. That's it. You see it through the window of your truck, and that's it. Days on the road. You only have
And the
a
next
shower
thing that also
like
comes
once
with the
every 3
ticket
or 4
of the
days.
park
It's so
is
bad.
the
I was
treetop
so miserable doing
skywalk.
over
Next
the
thing
road
I
stuff.
recommend here in Gatlinburg. Do you want to be an avatar, but you're not? This is it. One of the longest tree-based skywalks in the U.S. stretches 880 feet through the canopy within the beautiful nature. An honorable mention is definitely Astra Lumina. I'm not going to be able to see it tonight because they put on a light show nighttime, but it's definitely a highly recommended thing to do. And the next thing I recommend doing here at the top, Vista Gardens comes with it free. Basically, it's a mountaintop botanical garden featuring scenic walking trails, colorful plants, and art. It was built after the 2016 wildfire. These things, they look fun. I think they were made for kids, but I want to do it. Let's go. Let's go. You know, it's almost like a mini mountain town up here. It's awesome. All these vendors. Everyone can walk around with their drinks, big boy drinks. There are a few other add-ons that cost extra money, but apparently very worth it. 2 roller coasters, but the one that everyone always raves about is the Hellbender. A fast alpine coaster twists, turns through the woods, named after the rare giant salamander found in the Smokies. And like many of these, you can control the speed. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my GoPro up here, so I'm not going to be doing it. the amount of layers of mountains that you can see. And you can see pretty far. Like some of these mountains are much, much further. So beautiful up here. Even if you don't want to spend the extra money for any of the add-ons.
Florida and hurricanes is like peanut butter.
The free
and
stuff
jelly
up here,
sandwich.
along with just the views, I believe is worth it.
Florida gets blasted by hurricanes, so does Louisiana. Louisiana
It's actually
gets
supposed to rain this
decimated
weekend.
by
It
hurricanes.
didn't. However, the region is part of the Appalachian temperate rainforest. About 60 inches of rainfall every single year. It keeps the place beautiful, but the downside, higher possibility of it raining if you come here. Rare to find something in downtown Gatlinburg that is free, but you can hold a parrot for free here at the Parrot Mountain in Garden of Eden.
There we go.
This one right here. This one.
I want to hold a parrot. Dude.
This one right here. There you go. Oh my gosh. And you can do this for free.
Yeah, we have a whole bird park here in town, guys. You can feed the birds, hold them, they'll fly and land on you. It's about 15 minutes away from downtown Gatlinburg. It's called Parrot Mountain and Gardens. You can even take one home for adoption as well.
It's my birthday weekend, and this is where I wanted to come, and I brought this group of
Five of his most
my beautiful
women.
friends. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But no, I wanted to come back. Hadn't been here in a couple of years. Wanted to come back, so I love it.
Dude, the haunted house.
This next one, a year-round haunted house, the Mysterious Mansion, which was opened for 40 years.
Oh my gosh. A very mysterious mansion. How you doing? You doing good? As a man, I'm never scared.
I could never do a haunted house because I'll scare the shit out of the people trying to scare me. They come out of the walls like, ha ha ha. I'm like, oh.
Whoa! How'd you get there?
The demon child. The demon child. Don't trust me, I don't trust those creatures. They're little lizard brains. Dude, I want to hold some birds. I want to hold some birds.
Hey. As a man,
Just the humans who should be worried about. Yep,
I'm
yep,
never
yep, yep,
scared.
yep, yep.
Oh, besides that time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As a man,
Fuck you.
I'm never scared.
Never scared.
Oh my gosh! I swear on my life, that was the best haunted house I've ever been to in my life. Probably tied with Netherworld, if you're at Netherworld, when there's not too many people there. And that's also because my buddy Nick used to work at Netherworld, and he would
that's a
scare
given. Yes,
the crap out of
indeed.
everybody. He actually scared Iggy Azalea one time. I didn't know this, but Main Street is actually one of the most photographed streets in America, and that's because of its mountainous backdrop.
It's a Sam Squamch.
So the next place I recommend, I was there about 1 to 2 years ago. Even though it's 23 miles outside of downtown, I highly recommend it. It's a place called Clingman's Dome, the highest point in the Smoky Mountains, 6,643 feet elevation. It features a spiral observation tower with panoramic mountain views. Absolutely worth it. Has a half-mile paved trail to the top, and apparently on a clear day you can see over 100 miles.
Such a gnarly
The
job.
nightlife is real good. Jason Aldean, 10 out of 10 service.
Have you ever been in an earthquake
while on a train ride? I haven't either. But you can act like you have here at Earthquake the Ride. Here we go.
Section control, we have a train on our track. Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing a minor tremor. There's nothing to worry about, folks. Stay calm.
I heart Gatlinburg. It's super Gatlinburg.
Proven.
When I was here about 2 years ago, I'll never forget the best salad bar of my life, I think.
Salad bar
Grill Restaurant. I have been waiting for this all week. This is the best day of my life.
It's a vegan's wet dream.
So hypothetically, if you're here but you really want to see a game, easy. Middle of downtown, Pucker's Sports Grill has a pretty giant TV all about sports. First time I was in Gatlinburg, me and my wife played Treasure Quest mini golf. Now I'm gonna go play it by myself, but it's the next thing that I recommend doing here, especially if you want to play mini golf that's in the middle of downtown rather than on the side. They got like some Egyptian glow-in-the-dark blacklight stuff here, pretty sweet. Usually in ultra touristy towns, in my experience, a lot of not so nice people. Not this time. I ran into the nicest amount of people, like one after the other. Most of my interactions were, almost 95% of my interactions were off camera. Such good, nice people, both locals and the tourists here for whatever reason. But between that, the attractions, the downtown, the tastings, and surrounded by the nature. What an incredible trip. But in case you're interested in another kind of touristy town, well, pretty touristy town in Georgia, check out this video here, Helen, Georgia. Thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed day.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. That was an awesome video. That's Build the Dream is the name of his channel. We're going to throw him a sub and a like on that one. No sauces. I never felt like crap right after a salad.
If there's one genre of game that is the most risky to make.
Andy Marathon just we're not watching anything about Marathon. All right, it's 3:30. We're a little early. I think we might kind of call it for the day right there. I got to get a bunch of editing stuff done. I got that full video we were looking at earlier. I have so much editing. Oh, here, Benny. I got another blooper for you. I got another blooper for you, Benny. You're gonna like this one. This one was bad. Yeah. Chinese food really upsets my stomach. It really does. I love it though, is the problem.
Don't touch yourself with it. It's probably hot.
I'm not touching myself with it. All right, so we managed to get these to turn out perfect. No runs, no drips. That sounds terrible. Ew. Why did I say that? Ew. Baby, ew.
I don't know.
Ew. No runs or drips. Look how nice that cast iron turned out, though. That was my first season on it. It looks so good. All right, so these managed to end up absolutely perfect. No pooling.
You were thinking about drips, weren't you?
All I was thinking was don't say drip. Don't say drip. All right, so these managed to turn out absolutely perfect. No pooling on them, and I managed to do it without receiving a single third-degree burn. So I'm going to call that an absolute win. I can't wait to work on this. I'm going to go work on this video. I have a whole lot of editing to do tonight, guys. Next starting to thin. It's getting there. It's absolutely getting there. Beth, you are always welcome. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. I get myself bigger on screen. So again, awesome stuff, guys. We got a big conference coming up. I can't wait to do Meat Fest. The P.O. Box is live for anyone interested. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. The streams are starting to get really fun, guys. You guys bring just life and joy and entertainment to the stream with you, and it's so much fun. I absolutely love doing these lives for you guys. So we will be live Friday at the normal time. I'm going to do some editing, and I'll have probably 2 videos out tonight on the cast iron. Maybe one. It depends. It depends how long this first one takes to edit. It could take a while. But we're absolutely going to have a blast here. So much big stuff coming up, guys. So much big stuff coming up. We're going to end it on Simple Man. Got to have some Simple Man to ride out on. Yeah, it's coming together. It's all coming together. And it's because of you guys. Thank you so much for the motivation, the support, the love, all the time you guys spend with me. Y'all are amazing. I hope you guys have a phenomenal evening. Eat some good food tonight. Get some good rest. Stay hydrated. Motion creates emotion, my friends. And we'll talk to you soon.
Mama told me when I was young, sat beside me, my only son. Listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come.